Yep.
Hey everyone, welcome back to GM the DM. Matt, shut the hell up.
What? I didn't even say anything!
Did he not just keep going yup? Did he not just keep going yup, or am I going nuts right there? Because I saw Discord.
Yes,
both.
I didn't say anything.
I saw Discord light up with that
Discard?
shit. Yeah.
Discard. You discard a card?
Yeah. Fucking, I was playing Magic last night. Anyway, so we're back with session 4. Everyone's here. We're gonna get this done. What is this shit? Who the fuck did that? God damn it, Kobe. Anyway, doing session 4. Let me get to the intro. Whoops, that is not what I am looking for. I opened up the wrong thing. Would help if I opened up the right thing. There we go. So, last we left off, the party had sorted out where they were heading, choosing to head up to Coracre to further investigate into the Scribe's Quill's location, also acting as escorts for Emin and Say, who had business in the small town. Taking a court that Delcia had so graciously purchased, the group left, finding the trip mostly quiet until they encountered people coming from Coracre, all of them ill with something. Ambition and Flo had looked over the group, taking in that they had some sort of cough and smell of sweetness that most of the group was familiar with. Emin took his turn, attempting to treat them, offering up a temporary solution until he could return to Lockmore, knowing that the illness was magic-based, yet had no way to treat it fully on the road. The discussion turned to how the illness probably came about, learning that those who traveled near the woods between Coracre and Almeid to the north were the ones who had grown ill, though none of them had gone into the woods, not after Poppy and Flo had been there last time. The monk relayed to the group why they had been in Coracre to take care of a dark beast, a shadow rider, that had been attacking the town, though it turned out to be the crazed and corrupted centaur several of her grace. Having pieced everything together, Flo revealed that Say had been originally several. With Emin's knowledge, found out that Pavo, the dryad he had been guarding, with the lust of her magic, saved the dying guardian, rebirthing him into a new form and transporting him to Emin's garden. Flo also told both men that Pavo, who had been thought dead, was alive, her tree replanted in Elderbank. With that knowledge, the group continued to Coracre, meeting Anidus for a few books, a bit of knowledge as to what was going on, while he demanded Emin to pay up for an old bar tab. The group rested, some better than others again, and were met with a continued gray sky for the trek back into the woods. Thanks to Flo's previous markings and memory, the eight found themselves back in the hidden glade, the tree restored and a small green woman standing nearby. Several called out to her, but there was no response, and taking the initiative, Flo rushed in, only to have the man attack. A battle broke out on two fronts now that the illusion had been dispelled. A young green dragon had made its burrow in the remains of the tree, while a charmed several dealt out damage to those who would harm the one he thought was his charge. Devastating attacks had been delivered to both sides, but the battle ended when a summoned spiritual weapon of ambition drove itself through the dragon's neck, killing it and breaking the charm on several. The group rested while Emin destroyed the remains of the tree, burrow, and dragon, all three engulfed in a fiery blaze. In the ashes, the former centaur's weapon had been found, the gemstone glaive, yet the guardian refused it. Once rested, they made their way back outside, only to find themselves in the middle of a paradox. Time had shifted, not forward as most had feared, but backwards, to where they had just arrived in town. Anidus' actions confirmed this, demanding the same gold from the night before from Emin, claiming he hadn't talked to any of them recently, except for Flo and Poppy from a few days previous when they had arrived to take care of the Dark Rider. With time now on their side, the group rested once more, though the morning was not as kind. Several had left sometime during the night, leaving Emin with the glaive. Giving his thanks to Flo and Eric, who had been up at the time, the elf returned to Lockmore via a spell. With that, we start the morning. Before we actually start, and then you gotta get to do, oh no, shit, hang on, let me move. Roll 20. Don't fuck with me. There we go. So, I didn't have it last time. But, ready? Ta-da! New map!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that sexy map. Look at it.
Yes. So.
I say the same map.
What?
Fuck out of here.
You know what?
Shut up.
I'll fucking smite you.
Smite him.
So, Eric and Flo,
Finish him.
you two are up. You've just said goodbye to Emin, who had left. You two are left standing in the tavern. The rest of you are probably waking up at different various stages. Morning is yours.
I was gonna say, once Emin was gone, Eric would just down the rest of his drink, grab some bread, and go retrieve the horses and cart and get them ready for a trip because he assumes that they're leaving.
Okay.
Poppy is going to take that one dragon skill that she requested from Flo, and then she's going to spend the morning writing a letter to her granddad.
Okay.
You didn't give me,
Oh, shit. I didn't give you numbers.
Yes.
Ugh, I'm a bad DM.
It's fine. You can work it out as stuff goes on.
Discord's definitely being funky, so this is going to be fun.
It's not just me, then.
No, I think it's...
Probably getting, Bitty, then, because Emin is completely absconded, yes?
Yeah, he's completely gone. The spell transported him, you can presume, back to Lockmore.
Is Several still here?
No, Emin had said that several left sometime in the middle of the night.
Right. Okay. Yeah, probably he's gonna get something to eat and then wait on everyone else.
Okay. What is Rawl and Ambition and Delcia doing?
Mine is waiting for Rawl to wake up.
Okay.
Well, groaning from his sleep, Ambition, finally rested anyway, he'll attempt to wake up. He'll lose a few times, but he eventually will kick himself out of bed, get dressed, and check his pack. They're likely not staying here, so after making sure he has everything, he'll trudge downstairs and, with a grumble, morning. Do we have a plan as to where we're going yet, or is it still in the planning stage? Looking around, who's downstairs?
Eric and Flo,
False.
Oh, you went to go get the horses, sorry.
Right.
I'm in the tavern writing a letter. I've got me brekkie. Even that.
So, Flo and Poppy, then.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I would be the last one down here. Right. Is this it? Are we, and he'll continue his way downstairs, are we the only ones up?
Usually people say good morning first.
I did on my way downstairs. Good morning, Poppy.
Good morning. Yeah, it's just me and Flo here at the moment. I think Eric and Del went to get the horses.
Right.
Del hasn't
The
been up
donkey,
yet, so
sorry.
you
Donkey.
haven't seen Delcia.
Francis and George.
Right.
She hasn't
Right,
seen
Francis
Eric
and-
either, to be fair.
True.
Francis and George. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any. Find a table, whip out a big old book, turn to the back
Oh, I
pages.
just wrote what you just said. Oh,
What?
crimples the paper starts again.
Wait. Alright.
Sorry.
Sure,
You just-
Poppy. Whatever.
Oh,
You do you.
Distracted her.
Don't let me.
see
Don't
a
let
small
me
pile of
interrupt you
paper
further.
next to her.
What are you? No, never mind. I have my own stuff to write up. Anyone, Poppy, Flo, either of you have any idea where we're going to next? If I recall, we have two options. We have Colfell and the tower.
Poppy puts
Oh.
the pencil down. That's not right anymore.
Which is closer to us? Is it the tower or Coalfell?
Let's go to the world map. Technically,
Yay!
the tower, from where Anadis pointed it out, the tower is technically closer. So, I just need a little icon for you guys. So you've got Coracre. Anadis said that the tower is somewhere about here, in the mountains. So you would have to technically pass it one way or another to get down to Coalfell.
Tower
if you go to the tower
Best
first, you
option.
can make a roundabout trip.
Fair enough. That'll let me know what to prepare today. Righto. And he jumps nose first into his book, begins writing up and preparing spells with it.
Okay. Is Raul and Delcia up?
Raul's waking up with with some stirring and kind of tries to roll over, rolls out of bed, falls with.
Deli would try to keep him from falling out of bed. Just saying, should I roll a strength roll?
Listen, if
'Cause
you
this
really
would
want to
be
make
funny if she
go
did.
go for it. I want to see this happen.
I want to see if she winds up on the floor with him as he falls out of bed.
Okay, I got a number.
Ambition has no idea,
3.
but Aneth is very, very interested in what's happening here.
You stop him mostly, he gets you slow him enough that he gets a foot out to catch himself.
Okay.
But he doesn't full on fall. You kind of help him slowly roll out of bed without cracking his head open.
Okay. Good. Yeah, she's been kind of awake and just kind of snuggling him, and when he woke up and just kind of rolled, it's like, whoa, 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 hold on.
Okay. Anything else?
Deli's going to, hold on. What would it be for the pendant? Would that be int or wisdom
That'd be
for
int.
getting it right?
You're not really sure.
Okay, so I think I got it.
You're
All right.
maybe it's okay. Maybe.
Good enough. I think I got it.
You're not really familiar with this type of stuff. It's kind of out of your your wheelhouse. So
Mhm.
you're taking a really good guess.
Okay, yeah, she took it off last night, so she's putting it back on, and she's trying to make sure she got it, but
Okay. That is a good thing to note, considering that
things.
things, yes, private things. Okay, so that's something to know. So you have that knowledge, especially from what you were told. So you can, with that, you think you're okay so far.
Okay.
Especially since you took it out, you took it off overnight.
Well, it wasn't just that. It's the putting it back on and making sure things were working properly and she was getting the right image in her mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my
But
god,
yeah,
this
other
iced tea
things.
is so strong. I regret. Well,
No, you don't.
no, I don't. Anyway, so, are you two joining
yeah.
everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Following Ral down.
okay, two of you go down. You see that Ambition, Flo, and Poppy are there. Flo's kind of chilling. Poppy's scribbling away at something. Ambition looks like Ambition, but he actually looks a little well rested today. It's a bit odd, especially
the
with
bats aren't quite as dark.
yeah.
Who are you? She looks at Ambition. Have we met?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Back to his
Good morning.
Oh, I did it again. She screws some paper up. She rips us 2 pieces up and stuffs them in her ears, and then begins to write.
I love this image.
Poppy.
Nothing. She's
Don't
paper up in her ears.
let her write. Because otherwise she'll keep tearing up paper.
I see.
But let her finish writing.
Okay. Well, since Ambition is looking good and happy today, she runs
Right.
over and she will wrap her arms around his legs, if he will allow.
I thought we already did the good morning thing.
Yes, but I usually can't hug you without fearing death.
Pat.
She
Let me
does have her
finish.
hat on.
Let me finish with what I'm doing here before my day actually begins. I was more prepared for this 5 minutes ago than I am now.
Okay.
So everyone kind of chills. You hear shuffling and whatnot. Eric comes back with the cart.
When Eric gets back with the cart, he's just
Yeah.
sitting in the cart in like the driver's seat outside, waiting for them to come out. So.
Okay. It is still lightly raining. It's a little drizzly. So just as a note.
Eh.
Okay.
Just making a note that Deli is going to be grabbing breakfast for herself and Ral, and she's going to see about acquiring additional rations, snacks.
Okay. It's really easy to find the general store. It's kind of across the street-ish. I don't remember how much.
I just figured stuff at the, kind of fresh food at the tavern since they were already there.
Oh, you said ration, so I was thinking like long-term food.
Oh, no, not dried food, but
Okay.
just,
Yeah, that's not a problem.
A lunch for it.
While she's off doing that, Ambition will signal to Rao, "Hey, I need you over here for a second."
Okay. What is it?
I see a hand on Rao's shoulder, pulling him in a hushed talk. So, with everything that's been happening, how are you holding up? You seemed shaken after Vellum spilled on what happened with me. You alright? Because, and he points over to Moon, or Delcia, goes, this confuses me greatly.
Oh, it's, we talked a bit about it.
Hey, it's fine. Whatever you need to be comfortable. I worry about you, and this is a questionable decision.
Huh?
Nothing at all. Anyway, listen, like I said, last time I saw you before all these fights, you were in a rough way. Are you alright? Well, this is the part
I'm
where
sorry.
you answer your friend.
Ignore PMs.
No text chat.
Oh.
It's been a lot to think about, but right now I think I'm more just tired today.
I am.
I haven't
Okay.
really used magic as much, and taking care of Emmon took a lot out of me.
Oh, Emmond. Right. Emmon, right. I am. Alright, you take care of yourself. I just want to make sure you're alright, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get back to my book before people start staring.
No. Love Granddad. Kissy kissy. Alright, I'm finished!
Wait, did you say love Granddad? Wait, she needs to redo it. Does he love Poppy, not love Granddad?
Oh shit.
Oh
Oh, this is
I give up.
This is the whole session. It's just Poppy writing this damn letter.
What's wrong with me today? Oh my goodness! Alright, it's my last piece of paper.
Flo, what were you rolling for? I'm sorry.
See if I can hear.
They were probably on the other side of the room, leaned in really quick. Really close. You probably maybe caught a few words, but there was definitely no context. And from, like, the exchange, you can probably guess it was just two friends trying to
Could I
try to
see
talk.
lips?
Shit.
Lip reading, observant. Which I must say Moon has too, but she wasn't paying attention.
Having... Okay,
To be fair, I was only hiding from Moon, not really from Flo.
Yeah, so you would have probably caught most, if not all, of that conversation.
I love observant.
Yeah, I fucking hate you. Anyway, Poppy screwed up again. Chat is done.
Do you need extra paper?
She's really concentrating now. She's got like a head on the desk.
I would leave her be for now.
Eric's still outside in the rain. This is fun.
Oh, Ambition hasn't even eaten yet. He will get his food.
Okay.
You said there's a small, like, overlip to where the rider sits, so he's not soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's comfortable.
Okay.
While Flo is waiting for Poppy to finish, she's going to go over to the barkeep and just have she get something small but strong.
Okay. That's not a problem. The barkeep, which is the younger guy from last night, which you kind of identified as probably the nephew that the barkeep had been telling you guys about. He kind of looks you over and kind of just doesn't argue, but pulls out like it kind of looks like an extra large shot glass, and kind of pours something dark. The second the cork comes off the bottle, it hits your nose. You're like, okay, you know what? That's probably gonna burn a hole, but let's go. He pours it for you.
Down it.
Okay, not a problem. Kind of just gives you a nod and doesn't say anything else. So what are you guys doing?
No con roll, no nothing?
Not yet.
Finishing up with the last of his writing. Right. I came down earlier and it was just the girls and me. Eric is nowhere to be found, but I'm sure he will manage.
He went to grab the cart, so he may
Wonderful.
be outside.
That's fine. Poppy and Flo have put the idea that we should go to the tower next, and admittedly it is the next closest spot. What do you two think? Deli? Rao?
That sounds fine to me.
Sounds good to me.
Then we're in agreement.
Look, everyone, I got food. Snacks for later.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, I got enough for
Imagine-
everyone.
No,
Ambition puts a bunch of stuff into his packet, and he actually pops outside. And on the way out, seeing Eric, going northeast to the tower. I'll be right back. And Ambition actually does run off to get some rations.
Okay. Looks at general
Do you
stores
want
across.
me to pick you up?
Don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Run into the general store. They're just kind of opening up. They're kind of settling in. Rations are only a couple of silver each, so you can grab yourself some. Pack up.
That, a bit of ink, more pages to add to my book, and if they have anything I can make rolling cigarettes out of.
Make what out of?
Rolling papers from, so I can continue my Mullen and Lavender experiences.
The guy kind of looks at you and kind of pulls out a small box, similar shape and size that you might be familiar with, and he offers to sell you like half the box for like 5 gold. Excuse me, not 5 gold.
Done.
5. I was going to say 5 silver, but okay.
It must be good. I have to have it.
5 silver. I don't know how much ink costs.
It's fine. You're allowed to throw out random numbers. This is your world.
Yeah, I know.
We're just living in it.
Oh wow!
I totally relate with wanting to make sure you get the prices right. It's really
An
understand.
bottle of ink, 1 ounce, costs about 10 gold. This is probably lower quality ink, though. This is a farming town, so
It's fine. This is not for divine. This is not for.
Make sure the ink you're looking at isn't magic ink.
No. It's regular ink. So it probably only costs you
Done.
like 5 gold from that. So with the rations and the ink and the rolling papers, probably about 6 gold in total.
Wonderful. Paid happily.
Okay. He kind of gives you a nod and easy exchange. You head back over. That's all on you guys.
As they're packing up the wagon, Deli's gonna go, "Oh, the book!" And she's gonna go running off to an undead, whatever.
Anidus.
Anandis. Thank you, words I can mouth right now.
Okay, sorry. So you skitter across the bridge. You make the turn. You get up to his door. Anidus is at his desk. He looks.
Look, Tabashi, please. Good morning.
Morning. He leans over. He kind of ruffles through one of his side drawers. He pulls out. It's a thicker book. Probably like standard, like your standard like 4x6 book. And he kind of holds up. He goes, "It's multiple I can mouth today. It's multiple languages in this, so that's not the right accent, but this is what I'm going with right now. Because he's supposed to be Russian. There we go. I figured it out. Fucking H.
Takes a bit of time.
Yeah, I was doing everyone else's voices, not Anidus's. It's got some notes on Tabashi, not too many. What was that? Fucking H. But, just if you're going to be giving it to Alex, just ask the boy to bring it back to me when he's done.
Oh, I will definitely. Thank you very much. I'm sure he'd love to have a manual for when I'm not there. Okay, thank you. She gives him a hug, grabs the book, and runs.
Kind of not shook by the hug, but kind of like surprised, and he goes, "Travel well." And
Thank
goes
you.
Back. You head back. Is there any last minute things you guys want to do before you head out?
Where are our friends? We're probably going to want to take them as far as we can go before letting them head back home.
They used magic and are back already.
Oh,
Correction. No, wait, no, I'm in there with Poppy. Never mind.
yeah, I probably would have. I am still out with Eric, so I'm probably just getting into the back of the wagon now. Oh, alright. Didn't know he could do that.
It was quite a sight.
Why the hell did he travel with us then? Alright, whatever. Thank
I
you.
had that same question.
And back to his work.
Okay, so the rest of you pile in, get ready. Last minute before you guys set out.
Oh, good.
How
Only
much
thing
is
she
it
would do.
raining? Sorry, go ahead, Poppy.
Oh no, I was going to say, you don't need to roleplay this at all. But she would have found somewhere to get it posted. A
Okay.
letter, eventually.
Not hard. You can actually probably just give it to the tavern guy. He'll be like, okay, yeah, no problem. Probably ask you for a couple of silver for the postage, essentially, and takes care of it for you.
Cool.
What is Delia doing?
Oh, I was just saying how much it was raining right now.
It's drizzling. It's that annoying, like, ugh. Like, an umbrella's too much,
Okay.
but you're still getting wet.
Okay. In the carriage then. Annoyed, but getting in the carriage.
Okay. So you all pile in, you all settle in. Is anybody walking, or is it just going to be Eric on the outside?
Flo's actually in the carriage.
Oh, if it starts getting too full, I'm sure we'll pop up front with Eric.
Okay.
Actually, I was just thinking if Eric's going to be the only one out there, then she'd sit next to him too.
Okay, then
Okay.
he will retain his place in the back.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys settle in, you pack up, you say goodbye to Inn, and you head out, taking the eastern road out of Coracre. As you start your travel, it's quiet. You don't see any, along the way, you don't see any other people. At one point you get to kind of a T in a road. You can go north or you can go south. And in the distance, actually, yeah, it's pretty tall. In the distance, just on the horizon, you can see the shape of some sort of tower. But it looks more decorative than actual usage. But that's to the north. To the south, you can see that the plains continue on, and you can see that the mountain range cuts into the land.
I believe Eric just kind of...
So
Deli's
we're-
sitting next to him, right?
That?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you think something. No. Out here. Like, this is a couple hours into your... This is a few hours into your...
Oh, okay.
Seeing the tower, Eric will just kind of casually be like, "What's that tower there?"
Poppy sticks her head out if she can. Oh, look, that's interesting. There's something in my memory. Something in my memory.
What do you mean, Veer's
I'm supposed to remember something. No, it's gone.
God damn it. I love it.
Anna just pointed it out. I'm having trouble recalling what it is right now. What
are you all
we wanted
talking
is to
about
the
the-
south.
Okay.
What did Ambition say?
You mean Veer's Arch?
What's that to? I realize it's not where we're going, but I'm curious. I've never been here
first and
before,
foremost,
remember?
God, am I right? Is the big old tower Veer's
It's
Arch?
Veer's Arch. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the big tower that we can see is Veer's Arch. We have no business in that direction. What we're looking for is just south of it in the hills.
Right.
Now,
This is more the foreigner being curious.
I don't know much about it. I know there's a little place just beyond it. That's about it.
Your place just be. Oh! That's all you get out of Poppy.
Huh?
If Raul, Ambition, Flo, and Poppy want to roll history,
Yes.
said Deli
Okay.
and...
Bad roll out of the way early. That's alright.
So for everyone but Raul, sorry, you would know that Veer's Arch was kind of not a memorial, but kind of a standing landmark to a grand hunter who used to be in Tenia's, who used to come out of Tenia's Hollow, but instead took up guard duty at the place where Veer's Arch is now. When there was an attack many years ago, Veer stood their ground and essentially single-handedly took out a horde of monsters, but in the process died. So while the guard station, or the tower that Veer had been stationed at, was destroyed, they rebuilt it into a more decorative sort of building to immortalize this person who sacrificed himself.
Do any of them relay this information?
That's all on them.
I know, that's what I'm asking.
Ral's got his face buried in the enchantment book.
Flo probably would.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably just staring at it like in her own thoughts.
Well, it looks exquisitely made. I'll have to add it to my list of places to visit.
Yeah, I should go too someday.
Yeah, after. Remember, we're off to find a quill.
After we're done helping a pig, yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Job first.
So after your little stop, you take the south road. You travel a few more hours, and this is getting towards the end of your journey. And you kind of stop on the road, kind of parallel to where the mountain area is that Anadis pointed out. You guys can start making perception checks if you want, or you can get closer to the mountain to start seeing if you can find a better path that might be in this. God fucking damn it, Flo. Fucking H-Boon.
I see a thing!
You do.
This is good.
So, Flo and Poppy, you kind of see these, what look like two markers, like what you normally see at the base of a mountain to mark, hey, this is where you go. Deli, you see markers that pretty much take you at least halfway up the mountain. Like you're like, hey, right there.
And she's going to get out, and does this look passable by the cart, or are they going to need to...
No, this is still flatlands.
Okay.
You could take the cart. It's still probably like another hour? Not an hour, probably like a good half an hour. But the thing is that these are very specifically placed. They're slightly off colored, and they're very particularly placed. So the fact that you were able to discern this color difference and this shape difference from such a good distance. Excuse me. So you can, you can direct the the cart off the path.
I was just gonna say she's going to get off the cart and run ahead and start showing the path to Eric so he can guide the. Yeah,
Eric
he can guide
will
the
lead.
donkeys in.
Well, you
Eric
can
will lead the cart in that direction then, I guess.
Okay. It's fairly smooth as you start to get close to the base of the mountains. It does become a little rockier. There, you're kind of jostled around a bit, but you get to the foot of the mountain, and there you can what you would normally think is just kind of like a natural path. You can kind of see where the natural part becomes more carved out. And as you kind of figure, are you trying to take the cart, or are you actually going to unhook the donkeys, or are you just going to make a footpath up?
The idea is to take the cart as far as we can go, then unhook the donkeys, put on the saddlebags, and take them the rest of the way up, or as far as we can.
Okay.
I just want to say, as we've entered these mountains and we're like going up this path, Eric's going to kind of keep an eye out for more wild peoples, like goblins, orcs, gnolls, things like that. Since we're off the beaten path now.
Okay. You can see. I mean, so you can unhook the donkeys. You can put on their saddlebags. Anadis, and I do believe Alex also, did say that it takes a bit to climb the mountain to get to the tower. So as you're climbing, you kind of get to a point where it's not. It's still steep, but it's you kind of have to start taking like small little climbs. Nothing that would really screw you over, but it's definitely not something donkeys are going to be able to hop up on. So there's a point where you kind of realize you're kind of probably in between the base and where you probably need to be, where the donkeys can't go any further.
I had to get supplies up here somewhere.
If you want to search for an alternative path, you can do.
Can I do survival check?
Yeah, you can do survival. If Deli, you want to do an investigation.
Oof. There you go.
Okay. Fuck you, Flo.
I got one though.
You kind of look around and you kind of see where if you double back a little bit, there's another path that you... From when you were going up, you couldn't see this path. But now that you're a bit higher, you can see, oh, if I go around this way, I can take the donkeys further up.
Okay. Hold on, everybody. I see a path there you can take. See where I point it out. That's probably easier for the donkeys.
Good eyes, Poppy. Let's do it.
Thank you. Raul is with the donkeys, letting them scout ahead.
Okay. So you make your way up, and it's another about half an hour, 40 minutes. Oh, I didn't do something. Shit. Oh well. Doing it live. Let's do it, people. And you get to here. You can't see inside.
Okay. No
if
problem.
you want to place your tokens at the bottom of the page. Now that I've see how what is with me in really big maps? I'm so sorry. And I don't have tokens for the donkey, so you got to pretend.
Okay. You can draw it.
That doesn't mean draw them. That does not mean draw them.
I'm not drawing donkeys. No one draw donkeys.
So you just put 2 peaches there and call that a
You god damn it, Leek. It's a monstrous donkey.
Rabbit.
Donkey ever!
This is the derpiest. Jesus
That is
Christ.
a rabbit.
This is why we can't have nice things.
What are you doing? Two. It looks like 42. We've got 42 donkeys.
Anyway, so you get up and you can see that this tower is a good height. Around you can see that there's some overgrowth on some of the sides of the tower. The front door, which are these 2 big curved and arched doorways, have been opened. Anyone who gets near the doors, give me an investigation.
That will not be me, though, this time.
18.
Okay, anyone else?
I would be curious about this kind of place, so let's go.
Okay. You can, looking about the doorway, and kind of actually looking in, you can kind of see that there's been some foot traffic, because there's definitely some dirt and dust that have been settled. But I didn't, shit. No one listened to the DM type. Oh no, I don't have to type, it's right here. You can see that there's been tracks in and out very recently.
Noticing that, Eric had kind of put a hand up, like, there's been movement through here.
Flo and Raul? You said 18, right?
I did 18, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you too, Eric. You see that there might have been a scuffle of some sort. Like, it's not just foot tracks, it looks like almost drag marks. Some sort of... There's a cat at my door. Some sort of maybe blood. It's darkened and dried.
Noticing all this and making that comment, Eric will shift from having his hands like in his sleeves to having one hand like resting on his swords, and he's like watching very carefully.
Okay.
And trying to follow the tracks.
And it is said this place was long abandoned. This is weird.
Funny enough, Alx told us it might not be. So...
What did he say?
Not much on the topic. I genuinely don't remember. I just remember him mentioning it may not actually be empty.
You think Kelness might have sent someone before us and it was a bust?
No, I think someone will have moved in after the fact.
I forgot to note, it is technically almost nighttime. I'm not gonna... I fucked up. I should have probably... It's technically low light. For those that it affects.
If Raul starts to walk in, Eric will reach out and put his hand on his shoulder, like, I wouldn't go in.
Yeah. Moon's not gonna let him in either.
It is low light with the doors open. You can kind of see that as it's a bit dark. So Poppy, you've got your torch. Looking in, you can see that it opens up to this very round room. There is a set of stairs going down. And then there's this set of stairs that hug the wall that go upwards. And about the room, you can see further signs of struggle. There's more shuffling about. There's destroyed furniture, but the furniture looks like it's been destroyed for quite some time.
Might I make a suggestion that we wait a few more hours, let it get a little bit later, so that way if something is in there, it can go to sleep.
Or if it's nocturnal.
What if it's someone who isn't a baddie and we're just
That's a
being
fair
really
point.
creepy? Why don't we just knock
I
on
like
the
my
door and
option.
see
I like
the
my
reaction?
plan if that's the case.
Can I go in a little and take a look around and see what I can hear, see,
Yeah.
smell?
Does Yasan be careful?
Yeah. Also,
I'm gonna
I'll
try and
go
go in
with her.
stealthy.
okay. Go ahead and stealth.
Yeah.
Also, the thing that you also notice is that in the very center of this room, there is a statue of a kind of looks like a young man, human. In one hand, he has a lute, and whoops, I almost.
We got a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Oh,
And
screenshot
that is
that.
why Moon said, "Stay the fuck out and let her go."
The
She got
statue.
this.
The statue
She got
is
this.
is of a young man. He's got, like I said, a lute in one hand, and by his feet, you can see that there's several scrolls. And in his other hand, he has a blank scroll held out. Moon, you are like a shadow. Flo, not so fucking much. As you kind of step in, Flo, you kind of catch a toe on a piece of random furniture and just kick it across the room. You just hear it skitter, and it echoes completely.
Eric will wince. Like,
Yeah, Moon. Deli just kind of turns and hisses quietly at Flo. Just fucking talk.
And Flo hisses back.
This is adorable.
What's going on in there?
Poppy says, not the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girls, please.
This is going south fast, I feel.
It just began. I still am against just walking into someone else's place. Why am I the voice of reason right now?
I'm not in the place, I'm standing outside the place. To be fair, Ambition-san, this place is supposed to have been old and abandoned. Nobody owns it. Or at least, so we were led to believe.
Incorrect. This was the tower of the wizard. Who's to say he didn't have other apprentices? Who's to say it was ever abandoned to begin with?
From the stories y'all were talking about being told, that's what I interpreted.
I just thought it was bullshit, now that it's actually here. It's a different matter altogether.
And that Eric will go to open his mouth and say something and then just kind of cock his head like, wait, what?
I am going to listen for anything that Flo might have awakened or disturbed.
My.
Yeah, don't hear shit.
No, I mean, you hear like a little bit of the wind. The rain's kind of stopped at this point. But no, there's no extra sounds that you can pick up.
Poppy-san, how many of those torches do you have?
Let me have a look.
Rose, I'm
Rifle
also
silver
checking
back.
for potential
Okay.
traps being laid
Oh, it's-
out. And
It's my only one. Sorry.
The only one.
I'll give Eric my hooded lantern.
Okay.
I expect this back.
No. When you do that, he'll kind of reach into his sack and find a torch and be like, this will work, thank you.
For Vellum, if you want to roll
Eric
for
will
Vellum.
ask if he can light the torch on Poppy's real quick.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Lean.
And he'll give it like a low little whistle to try and warn the people in there. Because it's kind of, did you say it was kind of dark in there? Is there any light in there?
It's low light. I mean, the thing is, like, the sun has started. Like, the sun's at the horizon, so in the tower itself, it's dim.
Eric will kind of just like toss the torch in their ways, kind of aiming to try and get past the statue if he can, over by the stairs.
Okay.
Wait, you're throwing the torch?
He did.
You see the torch hit the steps, and it rolls down, and then you hear it hit metal. At the bottom, what you can presume is at the bottom of.
Flo looks over her shoulder.
Deli looks over her shoulder.
I think we're all overreacting, I'll be honest here.
There are daggers shooting out of Deli's eyes.
Did any eyes light up or anything when he threw the torch? Like, did it catch?
I mean, Delcia's and Flo's.
Besides Delcia and Flo's.
No. You just made a lot of fucking noise throwing a torch down steps.
I wasn't trying to throw it down the steps. That was an accident. I was aiming for near the steps.
I rolled for you. You fucked up.
I was throwing towards the other side of the room. Yeah, I threw it too hard. Whoops. But seeing no eyes light up, Eric will walk in a couple steps and kind of take a look around the tower at this point.
Deli's gonna take a look at the statue.
For the statue?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll for Vellum, now that she's annoyed. Looking down the steps, and where the torch is, where that metal it hit, when you look, you see that there's these metal, like a metal gate, but it's pure darkness behind it.
Even with the torch?
Even with the torch. The torch lights seem to be blocked at the gate. What are you looking for specifically, Deli? Or are you just looking at the statue?
Statues are creepy, and sometimes they have switches, or they might be golems, or magically enhanced in some way. So if I can detect anything off, telling me that this isn't just a normal statue, or that it might trigger a trap, or it might be a key to something, or it might try to eat us, then yes, that is what I am looking for.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Ambition grumbles and turns to Poppy. Is it always like this with these two?
Well, you've been working as long as I have.
No, but I thought you and Del seemed so close.
Oh yeah, well, no, as long as you.
Oh.
Maybe you should warm up to people. Just saying.
Deli, there's something of oddness. I mean, it looks like maybe the, yeah. Oh, trust me, it was noted, Raul. But even her vision, it stops at the gate. Looking at the statue, it looks a little worn, probably like it's been here for quite some time. You can see that there's scratches along the bottom, probably where like a name or some writing had probably been, but it's been chipped and scratched away out of the stone. Okay. But besides that, nothing.
Okay.
Eric kind of wants to look up the stairs a little bit.
Flo is also going to get the statue of once over.
Okay.
Just seeing if there's anything out of place.
Also, when Eric walked in, just a note, he was looking at the signs of struggle, trying to piece together in his mind the battle that may have happened. Like, he has a little bit of experience doing a similar thing, so he kind of wanted to, like, through the wreckage, play it backwards in his head as he's walking through it.
That statue is inscrutable.
The statue looks normal, like I said. It has some wear and tear on it. Whatever writing was at the base of it has been scratched out. But there's nothing really out of it. For Eric, you're still in dim light, especially since you threw your torch. So if you want to roll investigation at disadvantage, or you can go retrieve your torch and do it normally.
Eric would have lit another torch before walking in. He has another.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for investigation.
Okay.
Can Ambition call everyone back really quick? Just everyone just
11.
You can see that there's definitely traffic up and down the steps. But you're not really, and it's varying sizes, but not too much more than that.
I can't tell, like what species by the footprints, like their size or anything.
There's varying sizes. They're kind of trampling each other. You kind of see that most of them are humanoid, probably of medium size or your size. Beyond that, you really can't catch much.
Seriously, if everyone comes back, I can help you be better at your jobs.
Hey, Em? There's something odd at the bottom of the stairs. Well, very dark. Vel couldn't see through.
You're kidding.
No. Like, the light from the torch just cut off.
It's magical darkness, then, isn't it?
And seems like it. I'd need to get up closer personally to double check, but
I'd rather we weren't all spread out when we did this, then.
If we're going to be breaking
and entering, can we all...
To be fair, the door was already open and everything was broken.
Wonderful.
We're just entering.
Not the point, mate. Not the point.
Okay, look.
Who's going first? I have some gifts to hand out. Right,
I'm always ranged, not me.
Ambush puts a hand on Deli's head and Flo's shoulder and casts guidance on them.
+4 for 2 rolls?
Not 2, I think it's just 1. I will bring it up.
Yeah, +4 to a roll, I should have said.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Concentration up to 1 minute, so...
It says one living creature.
If that's it, yeah, then 1 and not...
Okay.
Who's going first? I need an answer on this. It's kind of important.
Finding traps and things is kind of my specialty. She kind of looks at Flo. What about you?
I'm gifted with tracking, which more or less falls in the same category.
I just need to know who's going to be going first. Please, you're both
Fine,
pretty.
give it to her!
Right, he puts his hands on Flo's shoulders. This will help. This will help. Keep your eye open.
And Deli scampers back in, trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Apparently, there's some magical darkness going on down there.
Magical darkness?
Yeah,
What's the
it's like
difference?
darkness, only it sucks.
With all these people walking in, Eric will just kind of look over at Ambition, like, wasn't the point of calling us back so that only one of us goes forward now?
I just wanted someone to have something nice when they went and looked.
Deli's going to try and check the stairs for traps.
Okay.
So that's what...
Investigation.
Yeah, no, she doesn't find shit.
It looks fine.
Can I look for traps as well?
Go for it.
I'll go down slowly.
How big's this statue? Oh my
Statue?
god.
I ain't even gonna bother using guidance on that.
This room is probably about 30 feet high. The statue stands probably about half that height, so about 15.
Okay.
Something about to catch your eye?
And you said there's magical darkness at the bottom.
Like, you get to the bottom.
Suspected.
No.
Yeah.
You'll see the
sorry.
torch.
Yeah. You'll see the torch, and when you get near it, the steps actually go further down underneath. I just can't show it on this. But when you get to the gate, you can see that the light of the torch stops at the gate, and you can't see beyond it. The gate has a large lock to it.
But there's this inky blackness that we can't see.
There is pure blackness beyond the gate.
What do you see?
Absolutely nothing.
Right, magical darkness. Good to know.
Can I take a look at the lock?
Go for it.
See
Could
if I can.
I roll Arcana to see if maybe I've ever recall or just
To figure it out?
Yeah.
Go for it. Deli, what are you doing with the lock?
I'd like to try and pick. Does it look like I can possibly pick it?
You'd have to do another investigation.
So
With that 18, I would say that, yeah, you've heard of magical darkness. You know that you can't see through it. Some creatures and people are able to cast it. It's not harmful, but it's just the fact that light does not exist within that area.
It is genuinely
know the
just a
spell
pain in the ass.
that may have caused it.
Darkness.
Like, is it just
It's literally something my people tend to be very good with.
You could guess. Oh, you fuck. Shit, I did not take that into account. Okay, let's roll that back. Float, you would guess this is probably an enchantment. When Vellum gets close, you can see that the stairs... This darkness goes for a good distance. And then you can see that the stairs continue down, and it looks like it opens up into another lower room.
So past the gate, there's more stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deli, looking at this lock, you've seen some locks. You've seen some locks. I mean, considering who trained you, this is complicated.
That must be the lock that Anna said he couldn't get past.
Any chance anybody wants to check upstairs with me?
Before you
Hold
do
on
that,
a second.
give me a second. I just want to have a feeling.
Here's the thing, Moon.
Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Oops.
Even with that natural 20, you can't get it. It just doesn't work.
I wasn't actually really trying. I was trying to set up my thieves' tools, but I was going to roll, so...
But no, even with that natural... I'll give you the natural 20. But it doesn't... you're working at it, and you can feel that there's things to work on, but thieves' tools are definitely not going to get you through it.
Okay.
You figure you're going to absolutely need the key for this. For you, Ambition... Wait, hang on. Let me recheck this. Where undead.
That's fine.
There is nothing around.
Good. Wonderful. That is the best news he's heard since he walked in.
Okay.
So Eric will ask that question and start moving towards the stairs once nobody replies.
Okay.
Deli probably didn't hear it, but we need to find a key.
I'm gonna follow Eric because I've sworn to follow him. Jesus.
No, guys, don't split. Alright.
I know, but this toilet is existing.
Please quit walking off!
Hey, shh,
Idiot.
again.
Says the one that
She kind of harshly whispers it.
Poppy.
Everyone gives me a perception check.
Who wants perception?
Everyone.
Everyone? Nope.
Wow, I am terrifyingly perceptive today.
Oh shit.
Damn. Oh shit.
What did you roll, Matt?
Nothing.
Okay. The dice disappear, that's what happened.
That's pretty much what happened.
Ambition and Raw, you think you hear a little and shifting upstairs.
Oh, crap. puppy. Eric.
You're gonna want to come down here.
Eric, get here now!
We should go up together.
Eric,
I
wait.
did offer for someone to come up with me.
Eric.
He's not moving. He's not moving. He stopped when Ambitions called out to him.
Cool. We should get up there. I don't necessarily think it's something bad, but something knows we're here.
Well, then would somebody like to come with me?
Yeah,
Wait.
all of us.
Well, then let's go.
Round,
When we
girls.
all get here.
I am going to.
I'm not moving. I'm waiting. But we are on a time limit.
Does
No,
anybody
we're
speak
really
Undercommon?
not.
Does anyone speak
no.
what?
Afraid
Undercommon.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe.
not. Don't forget.
Yes.
Okay. You and only you would hear Deli mutter, "I'm going to shank the lot of you in your sleep." Frustrated, just, I'm going to shank the lot of you in my sleep.
in
yours?
your sleep. Sleep shanking.
Not my
Okay.
sleep.
Right,
Please don't.
She just kind of looks up and I'm like, I won't.
Are we all here now?
Flo is gonna take the lead.
Okay. So you all...
Eric's right behind her.
You all make your way upstairs. You have to forgive me because you're going to be shifted, but...
Sure.
Second floor! So you're coming up those steps. Hang on, I guess move back the... Yeah, thank you. There you go.
Is it from the dark end, right?
The dark end, yeah.
Okay.
So as you come up the steps,
Oh, wait, okay.
you can see that there's a desk with stuff on it, and there's a broken bed. It looks old and dirty and untouched, really. Maybe it was rustled around it, you're not sure. And then you see that there's a ladder that heads up even further, presumably to the third floor. Shit! I didn't
Is
look up what
there-
that was. Fuck me.
Let's not
I'm
presume that what
going
we're
to-
about to run into is a bad guy. Please
Who would
don't shoot to
presume
kill.
that?
I don't know. The guys walking in who were immediately trying to break into a not necessarily empty house.
It was already broken into.
It
We're just walking into it.
matter. We should still be careful when doing so in case we disturb anyone. She
Look.
looks really annoyed.
All I'm saying, and I can't believe it's me, someone probably is trying to live here. They may not necessarily mean harm.
Exactly!
Well, why would anybody assume that? I'm just trying to
Right.
find somebody that lives here.
Right.
Meanwhile,
you're-
we're just stomping in all willy-nilly.
Okay. Just let's I was having such a good morning. Let's just figure
night.
this out.
It's
Yeah.
been a whole day for us.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what?
aware.
Oh.
I'm aware, but my morning was fantastic.
Fuck this. Hi! Is anyone here?
Okay.
We
I
don't
don't
mean
know.
any
Eric kind
harm.
of looks to see, is there any, like, beneath these stairs that he can see, or is it just, like, coming up, like...
It comes up to ground level.
Okay,
um,
that's what I thought. I just wanted to be certain.
Yeah, no problem.
We're just looking for some information, please.
Hang on. I forgot to write a note. So there's about 4 seconds where Photoshop appears on the stream.
Yes.
No, it's you don't get anything out of it. Hush. I need to put it in my notes because I didn't do that. There we go. You don't hear anything. Or you don't get a response really.
My name's Deli. It would be nice to meet you if you're around here.
I'm gonna shift and see if I can hear any movement. Or
Okay.
just anything, rather.
Okay.
Sure.
Ra, what are you looking for? Just looking through the desk?
Looking through the deck.
Okay. You can see that the desk has actually been recently used, like, probably within the last few hours. There are notes, and you can see that there's, like, a quill and pen. But you can also see that this room was an area of struggle at some point.
Eric's gonna look at the ladder, by the way, to see if there's any like dust on it or if it's been disturbed recently or anything.
Give me a roll on that. Flo? I'm sorry, you're looking for what?
Me?
Yeah.
18.
I was trying to
Sniff.
listen.
Oh.
Listen, not sniff.
You think you hear... It's not whining and it's not whimpering, but it definitely sounds like there's something probably not happy. Eric, you can see that there is definitely disturb marks. There's, looking at it, the hand marks and the feet marks, the footprints, there you go, going up, appear small.
Now, the ones I'm seeing, are they like recent? Can I tell how recent at all?
You can, I mean, they look recent considering the fact that there's no new dust settled on this. So it's probably within the same time frame as the desk having been disturbed.
Eric will look over at the bed. Is it like propped up, like, or is it impossible for something to be under it?
It's slightly angled. So like, if it was on 4 feet, 2 of the feet have been kind of crashed out. What do you call it? If you look, you can check underneath the bed if you want.
He'll, from where he's standing, he'll kind of like lean over to see if he can see anything under the bed.
No, waving your torch, you can get the light underneath. Nothing underneath there.
So Eric will just kind of turn to the group and kind of wave his torch to try and get their attention and point up.
Raul, the thing you note is that the notes, or the writing that is recent, it's in a language you don't understand. But these notes are definitely new.
Okay, he's gonna take one of the notes and first walk over to Ambition since he's closest.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read this?
Nope.
Having a look-see at it? Okay. No, that's not what
Okay, and then make his way around the room.
No one can read this.
Huh.
Well, it's not Draconic, Dwarvish, or Infernal.
Nope.
Or Sylvan.
Nope.
Or Celestial,
Undercommon.
or Elvish,
It is
or Undercommon, or...
Nothing.
I have a guess.
Or
I have a guess at what it is.
No
I have a guess at
one-
what it is. The player does, but
Shut up, player. None of you read or write or speak this.
You can't.
did anybody
No!
take notice of Eric kind of pointing up with the torch thing?
Yeah, you hear voo, 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 with the torch.
I
Looking
wasn't
up,
doing it that fast. He was just kind of like, hey.
looking up, you can see that this ladder leads to like a not a trap door, but like, it's essentially a trap door, and it's been closed down on the what do you call it? On the ladder.
Close to you. Okay.
Any of the books in a language I understand?
Yeah, the books are in different languages. A lot of them are basic magic user books. Some of them are more ritual summoning books.
Summoning?
More like drawing upon a greater power for either guidance or for an amplification of a spell.
No surprise going off of what Ounce told us before we left.
How about only one of us go up there?
Please, a buddy system. At least 2.
I'm inclined to agree with Ambition Son, but also maybe not go up there armed, because we are in somebody else's house at this point, and going in with weapons does look pretty bad.
Then I suggest Deli and Rawl go.
I was going to suggest you set yours down and go, because you can handle yourself without a weapon from what I've seen.
Flo
To be cautious.
Flo shows off her claws. I look armed regardless.
That's fair. Very well. Dosia-san, Ra-san, would y'all like to go?
I can't get over the Easternisms to y'all. It just throws me off every time. I'm sorry.
Yes. You know what? Eric-san, could you stay down here, please? Ron, would you like to go in?
I was staying down here. I was offering you to.
Or I can...
I'll go.
Nose wiggle a bit.
We're here studying magic, so...
I feel like the foreigner would probably make him off on guard anyways.
Okay. So who's going first up the ladder?
Deli will.
Okay.
And before she goes up, she is going to whisper something to Rawl.
Okay.
Eric's standing right there. I want to roll a perception to see if I can hear.
In Undercommon.
You only said that because I said I'm rolling perception.
No, she doesn't want anybody else to hear that. She really doesn't want anybody else to hear that.
Okay. So you whisper something to him?
I rolled a 23, by the way.
Tough shit.
Well, you hear this, but...
You hear all the whispers in languages you can't understand.
This is what you hear.
I know. I understand what I hear.
You don't speak Undercommon.
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand that I'm hearing Undercommon and I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I hear it.
You hear some sort of language.
And the player is salty because I'm totally convinced she changed the language when I said I was rolling.
Boo-hoo.
Oh, shush.
Boo-hoo. I let you guys get away with murder, okay? Shh.
I haven't killed anybody yet.
Mm. Are you done whispering?
Almost. Hold on. Give me a second.
Am I missing something today? I feel like this is opposite day. Why am I one of the least grumpy people here? Poppy,
I wouldn't hear you across the room. I wouldn't hear you across the room.
No, it's not just me, right, Poppy? It's...
I think everyone's just gotten off the wrong side of the bed.
Oh.
Just one of those days. There's always one of those days.
Just as a player note, Eric hasn't said anything in a grouchy or offensive mood to anybody.
Not yet.
No, he's completely calm.
Yeah, almost like he gets under people's skins a completely different way.
I can't tell what you're implying with that.
I think that's part of the problem.
Okay. So, Deli, you're going up?
Yes.
As you climb, you get...
Eric, over here. Flow shoots at him.
It's about, I'd say about 20 feet. Like this, the whole tower is very tall. So you have the 30 feet below, this is about 20 feet. When you get to the top, you have the trap door. And when you push against it, there feels like there's a bit of a weight to it.
Okay.
If you want to give me a strength check. You give it a good push, and you feel kind of rise, but whatever's maybe on this door is not budging at the moment.
Okay. Going to try to then talk, using the various languages she knows. Please, may we talk to you? And she will say that in different languages, hoping that one of them gets through. We have no wish to harm you.
No response.
Rose, has anything in here made the eye act up?
I'm sorry?
Has anything in here made the eye act up?
No.
Okay.
Alright. She is going to... How wide is this ladder?
Can I say real quick?
It fits one person.
but she's small.
It fits one person.
Okay. So how rough is the wall next to the ladder?
It's pretty smooth. If you're looking to get a handhold, you're not going to.
A claw hold?
No.
Can I say, real quick, since Eric's standing like right by the stairs, close to the ladder, he's kind of listening to make sure nobody's coming up behind him or in the tower below him at this point.
Okay.
All right, so she's going to slide down into the side and give give a look to
who?
To Ral.
Okay.
And she's like, the door is weighted. Perhaps
Weighted? Not locked? Just...
It didn't seem locked, right?
No, it definitely seemed like there was something on top. Like, if you had taken, like, a box and put it on top.
Are y'all just saying this aloud, or are y'all whispering to each other again?
We're actually... I think we're actually still just... Because we started whispering in Undercommon, we're still kind of whispering in Undercommon. So we're just kind of discussing things back and forth.
Eric's standing right there. If you were speaking aloud and said that, he might make a suggestion, but...
Yeah, so it's just constant...
At this point, Eric's paying more attention to making sure nobody comes up behind him.
Okay.
Should we just tell the others that something was put on the door?
We could, but I had another idea, and perhaps you are probably a little stronger than me. Perhaps you could slip us a piece of vellum through with a note or message? If you can bump it up high enough?
I could try.
And would Rose... Hold on, let me see. Where is that? Would Master of Tactics help with
no,
strength rolls for this?
It's combat only. Wait, Master of Tactics. Do you have it handy? Do you have it carded up, or do I have to go look it up?
Oh, I've got it. Hold on. So yeah, just
no
says attack,
help.
So.
It's help, but it's only combat.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check. All right, so she will.
The sad thing is, it's entirely possible that Moon is unwrapped.
That Moon is what?
Oh, they both got a -1.
I mean, you can query the rest of the group.
You know what? Let's ask. Eric's right here. Let's ask Eric for a little.
Okay.
At which point they start speaking common again.
At hearing his name,
like...
Eric will kind of come out of a daze and look over. Yes?
It seems like whoever's here put something on the door up above.
Or they're sitting on it, but okay.
Could be.
You want me to try and push it open?
Yeah, but don't rush up if you do.
Eric will pull the swords on his left side, which is the two of them, out of his sash and hand them to Delcia.
Okay, she will take them, reverently, of course.
They are absolutely taller than she is. That's hilarious.
Yes.
He hands them to her sideways, so they're like out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please be very careful with those.
Ambition, are you just sitting at the desk, or are you doing anything there?
No, I'm continuing to look through the books and to gather a small collection of any quills I find of any. Yeah.
Okay.
And Eric will go climb up the ladder to the thing and try and push it open.
Eric, give me a strength. Ambition, give me
And
investigation.
Vellum is following close behind.
Sorry, I'm doing
Strength check or what?
A strength check for Eric, investigation for Ambition.
So it's not in athletics.
No, this is a straight strength thing.
17.
Okay. You push hard enough and you hear this... Whatever is on it definitely gets jostled. And then you quickly hear, like a panicked noise and then scampering off further into the room. You now have it open. But this
it does open.
It does open.
And
but it is...
Eric will kind of, I would say at that point, Eric kind of like hangs like Tarzan style off the ladder and looks down and is like, this might be more than what you were asking for.
Moon shakes her head. She just, come on down.
And Eric will just kind of drop down and reach for his swords.
Okay. Ambition. You find like a tiny little quill. It's super tiny. As Vellum flies up, it opens up to a narrower, or, a smaller round room. You can see that there is it's pretty dark in here. We call it, hang on. Nope, that ain't gonna fucking work. At the other end of the room, there's a raised dais, whatever the hell, and it's kind of 3-tiered up, and it stands up a few feet. Give me a quick perception check on Vellum. Won't be hard to beat this roll.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Too late, yeah. I did. No. She just catches something skidding around the other side of this dais and hiding. Okay. And she can kind of hear like it's similar to the who heard the whimper sad noise.
That'd been me.
That was
okay.
Wait, the whimper?
That was me when I slammed it open, right?
No, previously.
No, back downstairs? That would have been Ral and Ambition.
Okay, so through Vellum, you can hear the same noise, essentially the same noise, but it definitely seems like they're trying to keep quiet.
I just want to say real quick, as Eric has opened this drop down, taking his swords, and neither of them have gone up yet, he's just gonna be like, are y'all going to go say hello? Because somebody is up there.
Hold on.
No, we'll get... We're just listening.
Eric will be very confused.
Okay. Yeah, so
can you come down the ladder?
Oh, he already came down.
He did.
On the ladder.
Okay,
I'm standing here.
Ral climbs up to the top and sits at the top of the ladder on the floor above, with Vellum there, and some.
Do you want me to come up too, or?
1 second.
Okay. Then let me switch maps, and I'm gonna have to move everyone out of the way.
Whoa, that's some magic stuff going on.
Magic stuff. Flo, I'm moving your butt over here. Eric, you get out of the way too. Sit down. You can see that whatever it was kind of hit on this far side of the room. And you definitely hear this this stuttered breath on the other side. Looking about, you can see that there's scraps of material. It looks like there might have been a sack or a bag that was kind of torn apart. But besides that, I forgot a token. God fucking damn it. Oh well. Besides that, it's just the three of you, the scraps of material. Actually, give me an investigation. Okay. Moon, you see something kind of glimmer near the base near you. It looks kind of roundish, almost like a loop of gold, or like a link, like a chain link that's been broken open.
I perk. She's just kind of like, what's this? And she kind of carefully reaches for it. Puts it into her hand. Okay, if it's within reach, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of slink forward and scared raccoon paw it towards you.
Okay.
It looks like
That's a description. I love it.
Yeah. I'm just imagining the gif of the raccoon that reaches out with both paws out of the log and just carefully takes the piece of food and then goes back. That's the image in my head. Looking at it, it looks like a link to a gold chain of some sort. But it's not like a very delicate one. This one's a bit bigger and heavier.
Okay. So maybe something along the lines of what she's wearing?
Yes. It kind of looks like yours.
Okay. All right, so she's just going to kind of look down below at everybody else down there. She's going to be like, I think we have a very scared person up here. It would be best if none of you come galumphing up.
You don't
if you could give us a few moments, we'll see if we can get them to calm down.
Eric's just kind of doing that rolling his hand go on thing.
Okay. And Deli will come all the way up and do what I PM'd you about.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And carefully put that away in one of her pouches.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of very carefully, very slowly, she's going to put her weapons down on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Just make a show of unsheathing them and setting them down. And just kind of hold her hands up and just kind of slink around.
Okay.
Raoul will also put his dagger on the ground.
Okay. So as you kind of come around, you can see that there's this huddled little figure. It looks like it's wearing clothes that might have been torn up. When you look, you can kind of see scraps of green. There's a bag near them. There's a book near them. And you can kind of see that there's dirty blonde hair, kind of partially matted with blood. And as you kind of get close, you kind of recognize the form.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm trying to get to it. Come here. I should have put you up here before. Just cowering. You can see that, the hands are over the head. The clothing, like I said, it looks like it's just been torn apart. It looks like maybe it was cut and then grabbed at and shredded further. You can see, like I said, you can see that there is, there's some fight damage to this being.
Okay. So she's just going to approach very slowly, very cautiously, just her hands out, just look there, and just, she doesn't know if they understand it, but she's just going to talk very softly,
mm-hmm.
very quietly,
mm-hmm.
and, does it look like Alex?
It kind of looks like Alex.
That's what I thought. All right. So she's going to take a deep breath. Is it looking at her? Is the figure looking at her at all?
No. At this point, its back is turned to you, and it's, like I said, it's kind of like in a sitting fetal position, with its hands over its head.
Okay. She is going to put the pendant back on her head, and she's going to think of Alex.
Okay. You assume pretty much. Actually, give me a quick wisdom check. I guess switch over back over.
14.
Okay. You're pretty sure you have what Alex looks like. I mean, you spend time with him. It's not too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Raw looking at Deli. She looks pretty spot on to Alex. His nose probably isn't quite the right shape, and the eye color isn't quite the right color. But it looks like Alex. Oh, she looks like Alex right now.
She just kind of turns and gives Rael a little smile and a wink, and just kind of slowly. I will explain later.
Okay.
I already told you. So yeah, she's just going to very slowly, and she's going to reach. She took some of that food that she had before that she got for a snack for later.
Mm-hmm.
She shoved it into her pouch. So she's gonna pull out like a little bit, snack for later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe an offering of food.
As you get close, the figure turns, and you in this low light, you can see that it is Alex. He looks a bit battered. He's a little cut up. His robes that you saw him with at the shop, it seemed like he had a heavier robe over that, but it's been cut and shredded. Like I said, it looks like somebody grabbed it and tore it. You can see him clutching something in his hands, and he looks over with these big watered eyes. He's Deli.
She pulls the pendant off, and she just keeps it in her hand, but she just shows herself. I mean, he's kind of seen her fur before.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she just goes right up to him, kitty cat form, and she just wraps her arms around him.
Like, he winces. He's like,
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's okay.
No,
We got you.
My necklace, and the spell won't last. Everyone needs to go.
Stop. No. Stop. And she will reach for his necklace, take his off, and put his.
The necklace that he has, you can see it's clutched in his hand, and it's broken.
Okay, she will slip the one that he gave her, his, and put it over his head.
As you do that, it doesn't seem to work.
Okay, then.
Like, nothing seems to change. But you get the sense that maybe it's not working at the moment.
Okay.
How long have they been up there at this point?
A few minutes. So you
And
guys
it's been quiet downstairs? Like, we're just
you can probably hear...
and heard nothing?
You've probably heard some noises. But nothing distinctive.
After about 5 minutes, Eric's just gonna be like, Delcia-san, Rael-san, are y'all okay up there?
We're fine.
We've got this. Just,
It's okay.
please, a little more time.
They'll let us know if they need help, don't worry.
All right, then. Well.
And as a player note, I haven't heard anything coming from behind us, right?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
For now.
I mean, Eric's sitting right there, so if something comes
know.
up the stairs, he's dropping on him with swords
know.
drawn.
Alright, so first things first, we get you taken care of. And
Can I roll
Sophia?
perception to see if I can hear what's going on up there?
Yeah, go for it.
she's going to turn to Ral and speak in Undercommon again. She's not sure if Alex will understand.
Go for it. Flo, you definitely hear their voices. You hear a voice that's small and scared. It sounds a little familiar to you. What are you saying to Ral? I'm sorry. Or are you messaging him?
I'm messaging him.
I think you could just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it, because...
Basically says, Alex is a goblin, and he's terrified the others will hate and fear.
Oh.
And the pendant... His pendant... I gave him mine to recharge.
Right.
Wait, is that mine that's broken?
Is that in common?
That's in common to Alex.
He just kind of gives this sad nod.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. But I took
are
good
you
care of
hurt?
yours. Yes, we need to get you tended to. You are looking in rough shape. Ambition. Ambition will be fine. Yes.
No, they can't know. I don't have any more spells.
No.
This one won't.
I can take care of some healing.
That's true. But we still need you to be safe. And brave. You are safe. And knowing you can trust Rao. I trust Rao. See? And she kind of points to her face and gives her whiskers a little touch. It's okay.
But what about the others?
She kind of looks up at Rao. I think Rao trusts ambition?
Yeah. Ambition wouldn't mind.
I'm not sure on the others, but Poppy seems nice enough. Just breathe. We will get you taken care of, all right?
Right. Can you tell me where you're hurt?
And he kind of finally uncurls himself. You can see he's got kind of like a gash across his collarbone. And you can kind of guess that's probably the hit that caught the necklace and probably broke it. He's got, a pretty nasty bruise on the side of his cheek. His forehead's a little cut up. You can see that he's got a couple of cuts on his hands.
Let's see. Maybe we can... Well, to start out...
Okay.
And Rao pulls his catalyst from his pocket. Prepares and then puts his hand on Alex's shoulder.
Okay. As the magic sinks in, you can kind of see it start to work. It takes care of some of the smaller ones. It kind of even eases up on the bruise on his cheek. But the gash that's kind of on his collarbone, and a couple of the others, kind of still remain. When you touch him, you actually kind of get skin on skin, and you can kind of feel his skin isn't as smooth and perfect as it appears.
Okay. Seeing the bigger cuts are still there. Let's do this.
Okay. That larger cut definitely starts to heal up. It seems like it had stopped bleeding some time ago, but, it definitely starts to heal up. It still kind of remains, though. It's probably about half the size now. All the other little tiny cuts seem to heal up as well.
Alex, why isn't this pendant working? Yours.
And Raul's gonna start digging in his bag.
I probably I used my last spell to disguise myself after the necklace broke. It could be because I've already have a spell, or,
Okay. Okay,
no,
drop the
like,
spell. Drop the spell. Let's see if we can get the pendant to work, alright?
what about you?
Don't worry about me. You first. You're the one most likely to, if anything goes wrong, get hurt. And I don't want that. Alright, so drop the spell. You are 100% safe with roll.
Am
I
I
promise.
hearing any of the conversation? I said I was hearing voices.
You're hearing voices. Like I said, you definitely could hear that Raul and I almost said Raul and Flo. Raul and Deli are talking to somebody. Like I said, the voice does sound like Alex's.
Voice sounding like Al.
Yeah, it's that little high pitched, not whiny but childish voice.
Could I roll perception again to see if I can make out the exact words?
Go for it. I mean, they're being quiet, but it is an echoey type of room.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to be quiet and calm and soothing and try to calm Alex down a bit.
Yeah.
You catch a few words, probably like necklace and spell. It's okay.
I would say a Tim for Eric, but Eric I think is more focused on making sure we're not snuck up on. So
Okay.
Also true.
Alex looks up at you, Rel, and kind of gives a nod, and he concentrates for a moment, and you see the spell drop. The only his clothes are his clothes. That they don't change, but you see that his skin takes on this kind of a swampy green, a light swampy green color. His dirty blonde hair kind of turns a more even dirtier of a color. His eyes get bigger and wider. His ears that were long and pointed are now green and pointed. His hands, you can see... Yeah, I was thinking that. You can see that his hands are kind of clawed. His mouth... It kind of looks like it's a little scarred up. But you can see that he's got a few extra pointed teeth. Before you stand Alex as a goblin.
curious, does he still have his hair? I know I'm not there, but does his hair still
his hair is pretty much the same, surprisingly.
Okay. Just for my own mental image.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But he kind of, now that the spell's down, he kind of just tucks his head down, staring at the ground.
Actually, I was saying it at Emmons the other day. There's a lot of people in Lockmore not what they seem, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Oh, it's okay. Then to Alex and lets his face go pale with the dark rings around his eyes. It's like, it's pretty common.
He kind of just gives a nod. Well, what about the others?
At the very least, you'll be okay with Ambition as well. He knows about me.
Okay.
So, I could help him treat everything else that's going here. Maybe we could pull up the bedding from downstairs and let you get some rest. It's getting pretty late as it is.
I was actually about to go to sleep, and then I heard something and I got scared. So I came up here.
What happened?
Yeah, I was going to ask as well, but I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, you guys came to the store, and you talked about the quill, and how the guy wanted it. And I got scared that he would have it. because it's really important to me.
You think we were going to let that idiot have it?
I don't know.
Hell no.
No, that man is getting nothing from me.
Exactly, me neither.
So, I came here to get it myself.
Okay, well, we're here now. Alright, and we will take care of you. And we will figure out what to do about fucking up and making some fake quill for this idiot to...
Well, that was my plan. But, when I was searching, some people came in. I didn't... They all ran away. I didn't want to hurt them.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
Alright?
We should probably rotate a guard tonight.
Yep. You are safe now.
Yeah.
We will let no one hurt you.
Okay.
You have my word. And she'll wrap her tail around him very protectively and give him a hug and just a little nuzzle, against his cheek. It's like, we have got you. You are safe.
He kind of thinks for a moment. No, you need this. And he pulls off the necklace and he goes, you need this. If they don't like me for being a goblin, I don't care anymore.
I am not taking it. Not now. I will borrow it later, or
No!
you can make me a new one later.
Deli, you need it more. I can fix mine when I get home.
I just heard him yell no.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
assuming.
you can hear everyone hears the no.
And you also hear, arguments from Deli as well. It's like,
That sounded like Alx. Did I sound like Alx to you, Eric?
Delcia-san, Rel-san, is that Alx-san?
Don't be ridiculous. We left Alex at Lockmore.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've been hearing Elks this whole time.
It's not just me.
I will take it
Now
when I need it.
I'll go downstairs. I'll talk to the others.
She kind of puffs up her fur a bit. Fine.
Like I said, if they don't like me for being a goblin, I don't care. They could just not come to the shop.
That's fine, but I guarantee you they will like you no matter who or what you are. All right?
Yeah,
and
but...
Deli will take the necklace and put it on over her head.
Alex kind of reaches down and gathers his bag. And you can see that the book nearby is the book that he had been carrying the day before. When he was trying to leave, but everyone kept intercepting him. And he kind of wraps a strap around his bag to kind of keep it together because it is torn. And he clutches the book in one hand and clutches his bag in the other and just kind of gives a nod.
Oh, which reminds me, I got a book for you from an Indus.
Okay.
I still need to sit down and teach you Tabashi.
He just kind of gives a nod.
And she'll kind of still keep her tail wrapped around him, but you can't see it now because she's a halfling again. So. But he'll feel that.
Mm-hmm.
And Ral making his... Ham?
Yeah?
Can you get over here?
Alright. He will eventually wander over to the...
base of the steps.
It's Alex. He came here kind of scared that
Are you fucking kidding me?
He was scared that Kelmus would get the quill, so he came on his own and he got hurt.
Yeah.
Little mate's hurt? Oh,
Bring him down.
I helped him a bit.
We have a bed here. We can keep him safe and comfortable.
There's a, and you'll hear
I think
Dolly
he
shout,
needs rest.
there's a complication.
Oh,
That being?
And he scuttles up the stairs. To complication, like, how bad is it? What is wrong?
And you see a little goblin with dirty blonde hair and golden eyes looking over at you, clutching a very similar book that you've seen, and a bag. Just kind of doesn't quite meet your...
Eyes pop over to Deli for a second, then to Raw, then to the new one.
And Deli has her arms.
I thought you said Alex.
That's Alex.
At which point, Deli kind of pulls the pendant back off over her head. He sees a cat. She puts it back on. And then she kind of motions to Alex. Just get his thumbs point at him.
Yeah, uh-huh. Give me, I just need a moment to process this. Oh.
Raul kind of whispering over to Ambition. It's a bit different from my case. It's, the pendant was enchanted.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just wasn't prepared to learn
Flo is gonna
so much.
head over to the...
Oh, I've found
ladder.
it's a fairly common occurrence in town recently.
Yeah, Muckmore is weird.
Do you
Where's
all
Flo
need
doing?
any help up there?
I don't know. I'm going to be doing my cleric thing. I'll be...
oh no, how bad is it? And now Poppy's pacing like if she's in a waiting room.
Oh, right. How bad is it, kiddo?
I'll be fine. But you can see, like, he's got this a decent sized gash across his left collarbone, and it kind of comes down to where his sternum is. And there's
I've
a few
treated
more
him a
cuts.
bit, but
Right, let's...
that one's not going down.
Ambition,
Let's
please,
just,
come over here. Do not listen to him. Just please tend to
Flo
him.
is gonna start
Alex,
going
please accept
the
my text.
ladder.
Alright, and,
Is the trapdoor open?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yes.
I made it through and I didn't close it behind me.
Flo looks up.
You see your crew and a little goblin.
Fingers crack. Pendant comes out. Alright, let's
Alex,
get to work. Not right now. Just give me just 5 seconds. And
A little
hand
space,
on
please.
Gash, hand on gash, and cure wounds. Cure wounds. God damn it.
He needs a jump start.
There we are.
Okay. The gash that was across his collarbone heals up for the most part. There's still a tiny little bit, but it's pretty much good to go.
I can't make it all go away, but I can at least make you feel a bit better.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Welcome back.
No.
Yeah, now Ambition is upstairs.
and
Is that all that's
Flo's
happened?
peeking through the
And Flo is-
trapdoor.
Flo is climbing.
Poppy is pacing
So-
back and forth.
Personal space.
Ambition's upstairs helping him. Flo's kind of like peeking over the edge. That's all I've missed so far.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Ambition's done a bit of healing.
Yeah, I've blown a singular spell.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. So Eric's still standing there very like confused.
Standing there, Alex kind of nods and thanks.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's late. We're not going anywhere tonight, I guess. Still need to deal with this Quill business, and I have a bunch of questions for you, but that's tomorrow.
I'm not really tired anymore.
You should still rest.
Well, I was, and then you guys showed up.
All right. You know what?
All
We're
right,
going to
well.
rest. let's set up
That's
camp.
fair.
Alex, would you like to learn Tabashi?
Wait. If we have the tower and he's not tired, so long as we mind the door, there's a bunch of information to be gained, and Lord knows Alex knew what was going on here.
That's fine. But
We should bring the
rest.
I don't have any more spells.
And?
Well, I mean, if you want to ask questions, you can. But I need to rest before I can do anything else.
Okay, I'm getting mixed signals here, buddy. Do you want to get a little bit of rest? It's been a day, and we've been traveling for all of it. I'm sure it won't go amiss.
Okay, yeah. Sleep's probably the best.
Right, you take your time coming down. I'm gonna head down and let everyone know what's happening.
I'm
right?
going to stay up here, if that's okay. And she looks between Alex and Ambition and Ral.
Doesn't bother me. Ral, I will want you with me, though.
Okay.
Thanks. Take your time.
I think we're going to want to bring those donkeys into the tower.
I think you're right.
The 42 donkeys.
42 red.
42 of them.
So, I'm sorry. So, who has remained up top so far with Alex? Has everyone gone down, or except Deli?
Deli and Alex upstairs now.
Yeah. Deli's going to pretty much let him know she's essentially standing guard, so he can relax, he can sleep, and if he wants, he can cuddle against her, and she will keep...
No, everyone's gonna find out sooner or later.
Just leave it for the morning.
No!
You little bastard!
Don't start with me, Deli! I haven't had a good day.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help you feel comfortable and safe, but I guess we might as well get this over with. But I've got your back. And so does Ral, and so does Ambition. So that's at least half of us, alright?
1, 2.
You are fine. You are safe. I'm not going to let another damn thing happen to you, and I will cut a bitch who even tries. She's kind of got this glint in her eye.
I'll follow.
All right.
Oh, hi, Flo.
What?
Wait, what the hell what did the GM just miss? Hang on. Whoa. What did the GM miss?
Well, Flo had been there the whole time, but we'd all been preoccupied. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Just keeping Flo right there.
That's right. Sorry. So hang on, settle. That's right. We did end with Flo popping her head up. So.
Yep.
So you have now just watched this little goblin with Alex's voice yell at Deli, looking quite upset.
Alex?
And now a little mortified now that you're there.
Let's go downstairs first.
Oh.
Questions second.
Sounds good. And Deli, I moved Deli's token, but she'd actually move with Alex. So
Yeah. I'm being lazy right now.
that's fine.
So everyone makes their way.
Bring us all down.
Yeah, everyone makes their way to the second floor. Excuse me. You have to bear with me because I have to cycle through. Void! There we go.
Boink.
Avoid.
Yeah. Select and move. Oops. Objects and tokens. So as everyone kind of comes down and settles, Deli being the last one down of the group.
When Deli comes down, if she's last, I'll be like, "Where's the boy at?"
I'm coming, hang on!
Give him a minute. And if any of you, and she just kind of looks around and holds up her fingers, any of you start any shit, And she just leaves that.
I'm just hoping he's alright. I'm really worried.
He'll be fine.
He's a bit rough, but
He just
We'll
needs
see.
some rest now.
yeah.
After a couple of minutes, and you hear, like, questioning noise, like,
It's all right, Alex. Come on. We've got you. You're in safe hands.
But yeah, after a couple of minutes, you kind of see a little foot come down the steps and another one. You see that there's partially shredded and torn and cut robes. But you see green skin underneath and dirty blonde hair, kind of still dirty with blood and sweat probably. It's a green little form, and as they come down, they turn. They kind of shuffle a step forward, keeping their head down, not meeting anyone's eyes. Hi everyone.
Eric will walk over to him and, like, as he gets over to him, he'll kneel down and reach out and pat him on the head and just laugh. Alex, son, that was very brave of you to come up here by yourself. Though a little bit stupid. You should get a medal. Never do it again.
Sorry. Like, he looks like he's mortified, but he's not sure how to react to the fact that Eric has just glossed over the fact of how he looks.
As long as you understand, it's not safe to travel by yourself.
I know. I didn't want that guy getting the quill. And he kind of looks over at you, Ambition. Somebody didn't believe me, so I wanted to prove that I was right.
Look, and you're not wrong, but here we are. I may not have been 100% on board with the story. Well, I didn't think you were lying to me.
I just
Traveling alone is a death wish. Just remember that.
Yeah, just remember that, Eric-san.
I have a death wish, Delcia-san.
Right, so I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm going to make sure it's safe now. Alright, bye.
Okay.
And Deli's gonna move back over to Alex and just kind of put her arm around. Come on. Let's get
So,
you some rest.
Alex-san, might I ask a question?
On the way past Poppy, he will tap her on the shoulder, and then just continue walking. Just because
She
she's a
kinda
bit
goes,
gobstruck at the moment.
Yeah, he's
Poppy, you want to go get Francis and George? Get
Oh
them
yeah,
inside for the night?
I'll do that, and she scurries off.
Okay. He's following behind.
Alex-san, might I ask a question?
So, sorry, it's Ambition, Rawl, and Poppy getting the donkeys and securing downstairs. Okay, that's easy enough. Go ahead, Eric.
I said that. Did he say anything?
He just kind of... He doesn't quite look up at you, but he kind of looks at you, like acknowledging that you've said his name.
I mean, I am kind of like on the ground at his level.
Yeah, but he's
Okay,
got his head down, so...
Just making sure that you're aware. Yeah, you're a goblin, which I see that now, but why hide it? Am I missing something?
Well, I mean, goblins aren't really looked nice upon, and it really makes it easier talking to people when they don't see this.
Suppose that makes sense. They aren't strange to where I'm from, but no, they can bring uncertainty. Yeah, that makes sense. My question was rather dumb.
No, it makes sense too. I mean, I didn't have friends before I learned how to hide myself. And then when I did, people liked me more. So I kept doing it.
Eric will go from kneeling to sitting cross-legged, even though it's kind of awkward because he didn't take his swords out of his sash. And he'll hold out a hand. Well, Elk-son, no matter what form you have a friend here now.
And he kind of shuffles his bag and book into one arm, and he carefully extends a hand, and takes yours.
I found goblin companions are usually
is
quite
going
enjoyable.
to walk over to him and sit down in front of him and poke him in the nose.
What did I, what?
And that will cause Deli to just start.
No, not like to be mean. Just like, but tiny, gentle little poke to the nose.
A boop.
Yeah, boop.
A boop. I know.
And Deli just starts laughing at this, and she just kind of falls down on her butt next to Alex, and she's giggling. I booped him too.
If anyone who visited your shop would understand. And then she just kind of motions to her appearance. And the fact that, arms and legs, mostly fur, a dead eye.
When Flo does that, Eric will be like, to be fair, I still don't know what Flo-san is.
She's a shifter.
I am a shifter.
I have no idea what that is, but you're the first one that I've met of your kind.
It's kind of like lycanthropy, but not really.
Oh,
I've heard of that.
I didn't want to be nosy and ask.
And he kind of looks over at you, Flo, and he kind of, sorry, I didn't, wasn't really mine to say.
That's fine. And it's almost halfway between human and wolf or cat. It's somewhere in there. We just have a bit more control.
That's interesting.
Very.
Deli's just kind of sitting there staring because her mind's whirling. Like she's kind of halfway between cat and person and human too. It's like that's a different way to take. She doesn't say that. She's just.
I don't think there are shifters natively where I'm from. Oh.
Also, Deli.
Yes?
And she kind of does the come hither with one claw.
And Deli kind of narrows her eyes a little. She's like, do I what's she doing? And she just, okay. And she kind of steps over a little closer. Yes?
Given what I've run into so far with Deli,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it would be logical for me to reach behind her and see if she has a tail?
considering what you suspect, yeah, I would say that. When
Flo reaches.
hang on, before you do that, as she gets closer, your eye kind of twitches, and you think you see 2 delis, but then it's gone.
Dang it, Leak.
I multiply.
I reach and grab Deli's tail.
Can I try to avoid this?
If you want to do...
To be fair, Eric is kind of sitting right where your token is because he's right in front of Alex. So if you try to avoid it, you might bump into him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she would have gone, like, I guess, around him then. So, but yeah.
If you want to do athletics versus athletics...
I was going to use my unarmed strike.
That's me. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's why you gotta wait for me to call it.
Sorry.
I never get to use acrobatics, damn it. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna bother rolling. Yeah, no. You grab her tail.
I'm gonna let this one go because I was slow to call what it was, but wait for me to call rolls. It's okay. Deli, Flo's got a death grip on your tail. She honed in on that shit.
And she just starts flipping out. You now have a very angry cat growling and hissing and clawing at you.
Eric kind of looks over his shoulder like, what the hell is going on?
With this, Alex kind of skitters backwards a bit, away from all this.
Eric's kind of scooching on the ground while still sitting away a little bit like, what's going on?
She is trying to bite Flo at this point.
Okay.
Go ahead and try and bite her. She's.
I'll let you two. I'll let you
correct,
two have
but-
your fur fight. I'm gonna quickly go to Poppy, Rawl, and Ambition.
All right. What would what would it be to try and bite her?
Give me a D20 plus proficiency plus your bite is what? A strength?
It would be the same thing as an unarmed strike, I
Yeah,
think.
let's say unarmed
So
strike.
it'd be so D20 yeah, D20 proficiency strength.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be shit for a roll, but we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
I just see Flo like taking her up by her tail and just and she swings.
Okay. So let's go to the other half of the party for a moment. So the three of you head downstairs.
Eric's really confused.
Because
If
essentially
you're up by a tail that doesn't.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the three of you making your way downstairs. You're bringing in the donkeys. They're just kind of sitting there like, yep, we're here.
Yeah, Poppy, you would notice Poppy seems to be a bit out of it, a bit zoned out, deep in thought.
Poppy?
You
You alright?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you're
Oh,
better
sorry.
with the animals than we are. So.
Oh, yeah, sorry, excuse me. Come on, Francis and George.
See, that statue's probably the best thing to tie him up on.
Yeah, good idea.
Can they actually? Well, I mean, we could just undo them. Does the?
Wait, what's the door like?
Yeah, does the card?
The door it's complete. It's two wooden doors that open in the middle and it's arched. I mean they're working. You know, they're on their hinges.
Good.
Okay. Let me see.
So I just leave the donkeys in.
Okay. They kind of just stroll in.
I'm sorry, can we get a look at the bottom floor? Because I remember there being,
sorry.
like...
Map. Let me cycle through the void. There you go. And we'll just ignore the 4 who aren't there.
Okay.
Actually, I can do this.
All 42 donkeys.
Fucking H.
Okay, let's do something about boarding up the doors to make sure no one does what we did.
Right.
Looking at the doors, you can see that they do have like the metal bars to hold like a slot of wood, like a large piece of wood, to like essentially bar the doors.
One of the table legs?
The whole damn table.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sizing it up, the table is a little big for the area, for the spot, but it would work. It doesn't stretch the whole length like it would normally would. But it works enough that you're pretty sure that if somebody did come banging on the door, you'd have some time to get shit done.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear.
And Ral cast light with that box giving off light.
Okay, no problem.
Guys, did you just hear something upstairs?
I will note so. It sounds like a fucking wild cat is attacked.
I am suddenly very much regretting our assignments. Maybe one of us should have stayed up there.
No, I'm here. I'm good with the donkeys.
Really? No interest in what's happening upstairs?
Well...
since Ral was close, would he have noticed the staring back up there?
Probably. I mean, Poppy's very expressive.
And so her being quiet would have been like, what's going on?
It would have been a big flag, I would say.
She's out of character. Especially since she's appeared to be really good friends with Alex, having the way she used to talk about him and stuff. So this is like, whoa.
Yeah, this
previously, obviously, she was pacing and being very worried, and suddenly she's very quiet.
Okay, so Ambition and Ral set the table down in the
door, barring it.
You want to go check on that upstairs, Sam?
I'll be honest with you, not really, but I guess someone has to. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll go figure out what's happening, I guess. And Ambition goes to be the sacrificial wolf. Lamb, not wolf. The rabbit, if you will.
Poppy, you sure everything's okay? I saw you're staring and you've been quiet.
I didn't want to say anything in front of them, but I used to fight goblins a lot. I used to fight them a lot. I mean, in defense, of course, because we used to get raided and whatnot for our stuff in the guild. So, I feel... I mean, I've grown up with one perception of a goblin, and now I've come to know Alex, and I feel really bad.
I see. Well, the guild deals with, like, bandits, and those are humans. Or elves, or anything else. And Alex is Alex.
This is true, but they're people. I mean, I know Alex is, I've grown up thinking they're not really, they're more like monsters, But, I mean, I never talked to the ones I was fighting. They're always growling and snarling and stuff. And, you know, Alex is the opposite. He was telling me stories and, you know, telling me about his hobbies and, but that was, I mean, I didn't think of anything of it then because he looked like a little halfling fella. So it's just to say this is a shock.
And Ral's kind of like looking down and away, like not sure what to say.
Okay. Let's go back up to the fight upstairs for a second. Since shit has gone on. During all of this, since the three of you kind of preoccupied, Eric, you'd probably notice, Alex has set his stuff down. He's gone over to that, bed that's kind of broken. He's grabbed the blanket off of it and kind of done like a makeshift hood and robe to wrap it around himself. And then you see him like trying to wiggle between the mattress and the wood that is the frame.
Eric would take note. Eyebrow kind of raised at that, but also eyebrow kind of raised at what's going on, like just a few inches in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Deli's backed away a few feet at least. Slowly backing further more.
I'm gonna pick up our little conversation in the chat room with to what?
Then correct my mistake, Deli. Is that your name?
For you, yes.
Oh,
and she just
right,
bares her little halfling teeth, and there's just
Ooh, so fierce.
so adorably fierce.
Pretty much.
Flo bears her
kind
teeth,
of
bears her
raise his
fangs
hand
right
and
back.
point at himself and be like, foreign human, very confused.
Hey, what is going on?
To what?
In
You
general,
guys.
if anything, he may not even be there yet. But just come up the stairs. What is going on?
You you see Deli on the defensive, Flo just looking like, what the fuck? Eric has both eyebrows at the hairline, just confused, and you see this little wiggling form trying to seemingly get between the frame of the broken bed.
Like, what the fuck?
No, Eric is. Ambition
Sorry.
walks to his pack that he left by the desk. On top of it is a bedroll. He'll pull it out. Start moving towards Alks as whatever the hell is happening is cooling down.
Eric's gonna get up.
Cooling down.
1, because he's still confused. 2, because he's very uncomfortable because his swords are still in their sash. And also kind of like back away from those two towards Alks and Ambition.
Yeah. Alex seems to be trying to get something, or essentially just wiggle his butt in between the frame and the mattress of the bed.
Do you need help, Alkson?
And he kind of unwiggles himself, and he kind of sits down. Can you move the mattress, please?
Eric will grab it and kind of pull it off.
Okay. As you do that, you hear metal skittering, and quite quickly you see Alex climb over and like snatch up what it is. And he kind of holds on to it, and he kind of looks up.
Eyebrow raised.
This is what those people wanted.
Those people.
The people that hurt
Did
me.
you do that downstairs?
What?
The fight, the destruction, everything
No.
all over the place.
Most of that stuff was broken already.
Oh. I was going to be even more impressed, but
Oh.
still, good job scaring them off, I guess, then.
No, when a goblin starts hurling fireballs at people, that tends to scare him off.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But...
What do you got there, buddy?
He kind of hesitates.
Would you two calm down, finally?
He kind of hesitates and then kind of turns his hand over, and you see that there is a very intricate but delicate-looking key in his hands. I found it up in the brazier up top, and I figured it was the key to the gate downstairs.
Brazier. What actually is up there?
There's a brazier and a dais, and there's a language I don't understand written on it in runes.
How many languages do you speak, son?
And he kind of thinks. 7.
Wow, okay. That's impressive.
But I don't speak whatever is written on the...
I seriously doubt that I do, but I'm gonna go take a look.
Okay.
Eric will walk up.
Right. In the meanwhile, here, why don't you get some rest? And he hands over a probably, honestly, way too big bedroll to the... There's going to be some... Raoul and Poppy are downstairs, and it's safe down there. And up here is less so. I'm sure you're going to figure out someplace comfortable to lay down. If you'll excuse me. Seriously, what the hell is happening?
For those not watching the video...
Down, Deli.
You hurt me. Pick you up by your ear, see how that feels.
Think you're too short for that.
Hey!
Eric's like climbing the ladder as he says that.
Can we stop? Please?
I didn't mean to hurt you. My apologies.
Just kind of gets up into a crouch and just goes down the step.
Fuck me. Well, what the hell happened?
I don't know if I'm at liberty to share.
I don't think Flo meant it.
Alright.
But
Well, we're all split up again.
Actually,
Oh, no. Maybe it's for the best that everyone doesn't go. She's already
Alex,
gone downstairs.
you
Shit.
know what happened there, yes?
yeah.
Deli is a tabaxi.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
And...
Go on.
Hold on. The player didn't know this on this end. I'm like, wait, what? Ambition knew?
Ambition knew literally 5 minutes ago. Not 5 minutes ago, it's been a while, but right before.
Oh,
break.
right. You did. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, today's been a real enlightening
At this point,
day.
Eric's upstairs, so I can't say anything.
I've suspected it for a while, and the easiest way to confirm is to grab her tail. And when she tried to scratch at me, I reflexively just held her away by said tail.
That's an image.
Okay, listen.
Not the smartest move, yes.
Upstairs, Eric's still trying to figure out what.
Flo, you really, really need to work on your timing for things. This is not the right time. You're
No.
not wrong, mind you, and now you know.
I've been told I'm not good with people.
No, I'm not good with people. You are not good with timing. Anyway.
Real quick, Eric, what languages do you speak again?
Infernal, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Common.
It's Infernal.
Oh, I do understand it. What does it say?
Okay.
Jeez, of course.
It says, "Let the unfathomable appear before me."
Oh, is that all it says?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Eric's gonna kind of like not even climb down, just kind of stick his head down the like hole. So I can read this. I'm really starting to think it's not a good idea to stay in this tower.
Too bad it's late, and we have most of us not in any position to leave right now. So
Yeah.
we're stuck here.
Maybe right next to the tower?
What? What did you find up there that has you so rattled?
This is Infernal.
Yeah.
I don't trust devils.
Oof.
Ambition shoots him such a fucking glare.
Ouch.
Kind of
Right.
raises an eyebrow at him.
That came out way worse than I intended.
Just a bit.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with tieflings. I've had friends that are tieflings. I've slept with tiefling women. You didn't want to know that.
Oh my god.
The glare isn't letting up.
That's really gross, Eric.
No.
Yeah.
Ambition, you said
I'm gonna go
I
back
was
up here.
bad planet?
We are all flawed individuals, apparently.
It's Eric. It's not something we have to worry about.
At that point, his head will come back down. Are you sure?
It's from what I can gather, it's you have to cast a spell to make it work.
I will take your magic expertise, and at that, he'll just drop down the hole
Okay.
and land.
Right. Well, today has been an eye-opening day for a lot of people.
Apologies. Not what I intended.
Right. We need a place to sleep. We're not doing anything until tomorrow, even with that very, very interesting key you have. I'm assuming you've been here for more than just the day?
He kind of gives a nod. I kind of left right after you guys did.
So you've already spent one night here, yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing happened, right?
No, not until today.
Right. Well,
Hold. You mean the people that came earlier came today?
Yeah.
That's unsettling.
it's fine.
I
Me and
don't.
Raoul boarded up the door a bit.
I don't think they're gonna
Okay.
come back.
The doors.
Just looking, are there windows on the upper floors? Like, were there windows on the third and second floor here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a single window on the second floor that looks out. On the third floor, there's windows. From what you can guess, they face the cardinal directions. As I hit the microphone, good job.
Okay. Just making sure.
But there's no windows on the first floor.
Okay, good to know.
Did you guys say that the door leading out was boarded up?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still with us. Yeah. Raoul.
Oh no! I'm asking out of character.
Yeah. They taken the
yeah. Yeah.
they taken the table and placed it in the metal slots to
Okay.
board the door.
Any way for Deli to get around that?
Good luck.
Take the table off.
Take the table out, which is about your height.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, all right. She's gonna be standing there looking at it angrily.
If it will help, I do not mind keeping watch all night.
I mean, it's
I
gonna
can
be
help
like
with part of it at least.
It's gonna be like if we were out in the world anyway. I'm sure we'll just set up a rotating guard. All right. Alex, anything else you want to enlighten us about before we finally get comfortable for the evening?
He kind of blinks and shrugs and lets out a very loud... You hear his jaw pop as he yawns. No, not really.
Get comfy anywhere you want, little man.
Alex, to confirm something. Actually, Dalit, what did you just ask him? I actually didn't hear you.
If there's
anything else he feels that we should know before turning into bed.
In that case. So, Alex, in that case, the downstairs, nothing to worry about from that direction, I assume, then?
Not that I can... I've been trying to figure it out. As far as I know, there's just archives underneath here. That would give us more information on the Quill. The key... I tried a couple of spells to get past the door, but I couldn't. So I figured I had to find the key. It took me until today to find it.
That's fair. Alright. Get some rest, Alex.
And kind of nods and goes over to where he had leaned his book and pack against the wall. Still wrapped in the blanket.
Will mending work on a big fucked up broken down bed?
You could work on pieces of it. Like you could work on one foot, and then work on another foot, and then work on one piece here and one piece there.
I'll take the time as necessary.
Okay. So you start working on the frame. It takes you a couple of spells to actually get it. I say a handful. Mending's a cantrip. It takes you a good number of spells to actually get it to work. But you fix the frame. Looking over the mattress seems fine. It's just a little dirty. It's kind of gross. But...
It's grody.
Yeah. But you fix it.
While he's doing that, what is Flo doing?
Yes.
Flo, Flo is actually painting. Not with the special brush, but with
regular.
Her.
Is it the mini one?
With regular paints.
Okay.
Huh?
I will say, is it with the mini replica?
No, it's not with the mini replica.
Is she just over at the desk or sitting on the floor painting or?
Sitting on the floor.
Right about where your token is, or?
Yeah, sure, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, Eric is just kind of standing there at this point, I suppose.
Okay. Deli, Poppy, and Raul.
Deli has stalked down the stairs, gotten to the door, realized it's blocked, and is very angrily staring at it and now trying to figure out what she's...
Poppy ain't doing much, she's just stroking the donkeys.
Sorry. Rose! Fucking, are you kidding me? Are you 6?
Hey now.
She said donkeys. There was nothing dirty, nothing wrong with that, and you fucking laughed like a child. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
We all did?
Yeah, even I did, sorry.
I actually didn't chuckle.
Does anyone actually look at what Flo's painting?
I'm busy.
Eric might look over at some point, yeah.
Excuse me.
She's actually painting elks. Goblin elks.
Okay. Yeah, pretty spot on. Even though he's got this whole robe and hood thing going on with the blanket, you've got it.
So Eric, taking over that, arms and sleeves, would kind of lean over and be like, "It's very impressive, Flo-san. You're quite talented."
Though she pretties it up so that there's none of the, the bruise, or any of, the injuries
Okay.
That are clearly from today.
Okay.
It helps me focus. A lot of times I find myself drifting.
In thought?
Just... I don't know. Just... It helps keep my mind there.
What is Poppy? Oh, Poppy's stroking the donkey.
Yep.
Raul, what are you doing?
Both at the same time.
God damn it!
What? Hey.
What is Raul doing?
It's a girl and donkey show.
Stop! No.
No.
Not here. Not in the stream. What is Raul doing? I'm sorry.
Still trying to, like, parse Poppy's issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. After a few minutes to ambition, you finish fixing up the bed.
Okay. Well, probably... Is Elk still with me?
He had gone to sit by his pack.
I don't know how you feel about how clean it is, but it'll hold your weight. You can keep my bedroll if you don't want to tuck into that.
There's no response from him.
Right. Well, you do you, kiddo. And Ambition will sit on the bed.
It creaks a little bit. And then you hear from Alex, you hear...
Oh, alright, well. Time to go over and tuck him in. And I will, I'll go over, I'll pick him up. Try my best not to wake him, but I'm not exactly the strongest and most dexterous person.
He's light. Like, your armor probably weighs as much as he does, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you pick him up, and the kid's dead to the world. He's exhausted.
Wonderful. I'll wrap him in his homemade cloak. He is now an Alxrita. And I will reclaim my bedroll and head downstairs where discussions need to be had, I guess.
Okay.
Eric will follow him.
Okay. Well, that die's lost to the void. Fuck.
Rip die.
It just slipped out of the hand. Flo, are you staying upstairs?
Quick.
Once the painting is done and I see the others have gone downstairs, I will go downstairs to join.
Okay. Alex, you sit here.
Really annoyed look from...
How long is the stairwell between the floors?
What do you mean?
Like, how high? The first floor you said was like 30 foot high?
Yeah, so the stairs are... The first floor is 30 feet. The second floor is about 20 feet. Yeah. And the third floor is probably about 15 feet.
So Eric would catch up to Ambition at some point in the middle between the first and second floor and just tap him on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Does he turn around when he taps him on the shoulder?
No. He's still walking. Doesn't pick up his pace, just still walking.
At that point, Eric will kind of grab his shoulder and kind of try to turn him around, just not harshly, but just to get his attention.
Not right now. What is so important I can't wait until we're downstairs?
Does he turn around when he tries to force him around?
Yeah, he turns around.
And when he does that, Eric just bows very, very deeply. Almost straight 90 degrees, if not further.
What are you doing?
I really must apologize, Ambition Son. I misspoke and did not choose my words carefully.
No, but I've been called worse.
I meant no offense to you.
Right.
You, from every intention I can tell, are a wonderful person. I just spoke poorly, and I must apologize.
Uh-huh. You see the world very differently. Come, let's go.
When he starts walking away, Eric will straighten up and follow.
Okay. With everyone downstairs.
Poppy?
Mm-hmm.
Alex is your friend, right?
Yeah, of course. And I know, is everyone coming downstairs now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she comes up. Sorry, it's kind of awkward to talk about this right now. Because,
Okay.
Jelly's gonna
We'll
pass.
probably have to make shifts for guards. We can maybe talk about it then.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone's kind of just settling in for the night then?
There were windows upstairs, yes?
I thought we were saying
Yeah.
no.
There's
There's windows on the second and third floor, yes.
there's
but
one
they
window
are
on there's one window on the second floor that faces out towards the path, and on the third floor there is 4 windows facing each cardinal direction from what you can gather.
Oh.
But there are no...
Okay.
But those things are 30 feet up. So that's something to keep note. Excuse me.
Yeah, doesn't matter. She's gonna try.
Try to do what? I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Once everybody's down, Deli's going to keep clear distance of flow and head back upstairs.
Okay.
Alright, whatever. It's fine. Alex is up there. If he wakes up, he'll at least have company now.
And she will actually probably go up to the 3rd floor. And I'd like to try and have her see if she can climb and get to one of the windows.
Oh, baby.
Okay, this is DM note.
No.
This is DM note.
Mm-hmm.
3rd floor window. You are at least 60 feet up.
Right. She's inside, right?
Yes, are you talking about climbing out?
Possibly. Not jumping. Not jumping out. Just
Okay.
climbing
Like,
out.
I should just let you do you, and you suffer the consequences, but I'm warning you. That's a lot of damage to be taking.
Oh, I know.
Okay. If you do slip and fall. So, you go up to the 3rd floor, you get to one of the windows. You're going to attempt to climb out and climb down the tower.
No.
Okay.
How far's the roof from here?
Like, to get on top of the roof?
Yep.
The windows are probably about, I'd say about 5-6 feet tall. This top room is probably about 15 tall total. So to get to the windowsill and then climb up, you still probably have about 12 feet to go.
Okay. Anything to secure the rope to near a window?
Nope.
She has some hempen rope. No.
There is the brazier, but looking it over, you can see it's not bolted down.
But she doesn't weigh much either.
If you want to try.
Ah, what the hell?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
I don't think I can bring you back. Just a friendly meta.
oh, I know.
Oof.
So she's going to tie one end to the
The brazier.
brazier.
Okay.
If nothing else, it should at least slow her fall.
Yeah.
Rope's about 30 feet.
Okay.
Or she falls, and then a brazier falls on top of her.
I mean,
Well,
you give it a tug.
Possible.
It doesn't seem to move. It does
Okay.
seem to be very, very solid metal. So it would be the northern window.
Okay.
So you climb out onto the windowsill, and you want to climb up.
Yep.
Give me an athletics.
Oh boy. So yeah, she does have the rope attached around her waist as well. So if she falls...
Hang on. Before you roll. Okay. Somebody else now knows the DC. So go for it.
Okay. This is probably not going to be good.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, God.
Oh no.
So...
Well, that's one less person that hates Eric.
So the
Oh, God.
second you think you have a hand grip on the outside, you're like, okay, I got this. And one of the windowsill rocks slips from underneath your feet.
Oh, God.
And you instantly start falling. Because this tower isn't very angled. Like, the tip of it's angled, not the rest of this body.
Yeah.
So you kind of fall down the side of the tower. The rope stops you. But that fucking hurts. So you're gonna have to take this. It's not true fall damage, so. Ooh, you are so lucky. You take 9 damage as the rope,
Okay.
it catches you a minute and you're like, oh god, that hurts. Okay,
Yeah, you got really lucky on that damage.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You are now hanging in the middle of this tower. There's
Yes,
30
yes,
feet
yes.
up and 30 feet down.
Well, she's still attached.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And that's the good thing.
For now.
For now.
Did any of us hear her yelp or anything?
I'm gonna think
with
no.
I'm not even listening for.
Here's the thing. There's no windows on the first floor. The window that is on the second floor is on the opposite side of where she is. So
there's
you
no way
probably didn't hear her.
Not to mention thick, stone.
This is a thick walls.
So what are we talking about downstairs, guys?
Oh my god.
Well, I think we should probably finish this before
Yeah.
we...
So let's
Oh
continue.
my god.
So Deli, what are you doing?
I don't want to just be hanging.
Like, this is my life now.
Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna wind up being, is this is my life now. She's going to try and give it another shot. Just to get up to the window.
That is a 30-foot climb, so you're gonna probably have to make 2 checks on that.
Yes.
Because climbing is half your movement.
Except because of claws, I have a climbing speed of 20 feet. But,
See, here's the thing. That's if you had something to... There's a...
something to grip. There's
Like,
nothing
yeah,
to grip.
you're not sinking your claws into the rope. You're using your
That's
whole
true.
body to pull yourself up.
Alright. So, deep breath. I wish I could use acrobatics for this.
Sorry.
I never get to use acrobatics. This sucks.
Jesus
Slightly
Christ and
better.
a half.
Fuck it, this is my life now.
Hang on. I gotta check something. Because I didn't make you check, I didn't make you do a rope check.
That's also true.
Which is my dumbass. Okay. You start to, you probably get like 5 feet up, and then your foot slips and okay, that still hurt. Not as bad as before. You're pretty sure the rope's still secure.
Okay. Well, this is my life now. I got a good view from here. Not sure I can shout and let people know if someone's coming.
The thing is, you are looking north. It is just trees. Trees and rocks.
Yeah, well,
There's no
if-
path that way.
You can let us know if a dragon is coming.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. That's exactly it. So, yeah, this is my life now. Hopefully somebody will find me in the morning. Yep.
I will let you try one more time.
Fuck my life. Oh no! I can try, but we'll see.
Yeah, I will let you try one more time.
Please fail.
Please fail. Did you just
Wow.
say please fail?
No.
Nice.
DM, no, I don't want her to fail because I'm going to have to roll again.
Oh, fine.
No, this is just so amusing. I just want one of us.
Oh,
to
thank
find
God.
it. No.
Listen. I'm going to give you this. You find it in your strength to climb back up, and you get your ass back into the window.
I just see her like hanging half in, half out of the window, just panting.
Just like, oh God, I made it. Yeah.
yeah,
so-
and then she just kind of rolls in, and she's just gonna, you know what, fuck it. Just drops on the floor. I'm sleeping.
Okay. What is the downstairs party doing?
Really wishing she had gotten stuck.
Shut up. You
Today
are.
has,
I just wanted one of us to find her and be like, "What are you doing?"
Kind of me too.
That's all I wanted in life.
Okay.
today has been a learning experience.
Flo is going to spend the evening into or the night into the morning painting.
The whole night?
Yes.
Like point of exhaustion whole night?
Point of exhaustion whole night.
Okay.
Are we not talking or anything?
No, I still want you guys to figure out what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, I thought we came down here to talk about stuff.
Oh.
Well, I did. I at least wanted to chat with Ron. I don't know about the rest of you. But that's my plan. So we'll see what everyone else decides to do.
So, Wait, what was going on upstairs?
You know, I think Flo figured out Delcia's little secret.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why she left.
Yeah. Yeah. At any
I
rate.
timed things poorly.
I'm gonna get you a shirt that says that.
I think I have you beat there, Flo-san.
At any rate, Alex is upstairs sleeping.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Delcia is upstairs doing whatever she needs to do.
Hanging out.
Yep,
Oh,
hanging
God.
out.
Sorry, she's a little tied up right now.
I'll watch the entrance.
If I'm honest with you, that's not really what I'm worried about. And he points behind him to the stairs into the magical darkness. I don't think anything's gonna come out of there, given that there's a
No, I
padlock.
don't think so. Yeah.
But I'm way less certain of out there, or of down there, than I am of outside. Apparently, Alex sent a few bandits or someone running with fireballs or something. I don't think they're coming back. But if there is something dangerous in this tower, my money's on the darkness.
It's just worth noting we're not the only ones out here at the very least.
I'll still keep watch. I don't mind watching the entire evening. I have things to mull over.
Right, you do
Well,
whatever you need.
I was talking to Deli about doing shifts.
I'll assist with the
Fine.
first watch at the very least. I don't usually go to bed till rather late.
I would like to be alone, which is why I'm offering.
I will watch from a different floor.
Sure. Right.
Um,
Hey,
We could have someone look outside from the third.
I'll take care of that, I guess.
So they're not disturbing everyone on the second?
Yeah.
This seems...
Okay.
Yeah. I will do that for the first watch. Anyone need anything from me?
No, I might pop up with you in a bit, because you mentioned Infernal, but,
Very well.
I have a feeling I already know what that... Yeah, that's what I wanted to come down and speak to you about. Really,
I will be up
chatted.
there.
Sure.
And Eric kind of walks and is heading towards the third floor at this point.
Okay.
Is it me, Val, or do things get, like, hyper awkward all of a sudden? And for once, it's not my fault.
Sounds like what went on upstairs would have done it.
That was a lot to take in. Yeah. I didn't have them pegged for... Oh,
yeah?
Poppy, I'm sorry. You've been so quiet, I didn't actually...
Yeah, sorry. I'm coming down with something. Obviously, she's lying.
Do you want me to check into that for you? It's something...
No, it's fine. If there's any shifts going on, then I'll help,
Flo
of course.
walks over to Poppy. And yep, there's like the half-foot height difference. And boops her on the nose.
Achoo! Ah, sorry. Yeah, don't do that. My nose is tickly. It's very sensitive.
You're not a cat.
Oh my god, is this gonna be like Althier's yes you're real, yes you're real, yes you're real thing?
You're not a cat?
Oh, God.
You're not a cat.
Flo's gonna be like,
No,
you're not a
no,
cat,
like-
you're not a cat.
No,
Poppy's gonna be like,
no,
you're
that
not a
was-
tree, you're not a goblin.
No, that was just the response to her saying her nose was sensitive.
Oh, okay.
Because if you ever boop a cat in the nose, it'll sneeze.
Not always, but yes, but go for it.
You just make it sound like we need more out there in this game. Let me go get him.
No.
No.
He's infected one world.
Very telling reaction.
Out there is amazing,
He
and
is.
no one can tell you different.
What?
But he
He's
probably
fabulous,
would.
but
It'd be bad.
He's chaotic as fuck, so no.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Poppy. What's bugging you?
Oh, nothing. I'm tired.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure, and Poppy can do an opposing deception or persuasion, whichever is appropriate, even though I know which one is appropriate.
Deception, clearly.
Flo? I'm going... Oh, okay, never mind.
She's shit at lying.
Poppy's eyes are brown because she is so full of shit right now.
Bravo. Wonderful description.
I know you too well, Poppy. You're lying to me.
Well, maybe I just don't want to talk about it. Humph. And then she turns to the donkey.
Sorry.
Shoelaces are untied.
Well, really? She's also very...
Oh my god.
I love her so much.
So do I. She's the best.
New goal of this campaign. Poppy lives.
Yes.
I'm sorry, was the goal before that she dies?
No, just... I never had an intention of protecting anybody until now. Poppy has to live.
That was very sweet.
Aww.
Okay,
I'm
so...
not untied. I'm really confused.
You're smiley and cheerful. And full of energy. Exact opposite of me. So stop moping about.
Look, I just don't want to talk about it right now, that's all. I'm allowed privacy, right?
Yes. But... And she grumbles under her breath in Sylvan. And then walks over and gives Poppy a hug.
Aww.
Wait a second. And then she just gives her a big hug. You don't like hugs! This is amazing!
No, I don't like hugs. I need a hug.
Desperate times.
So I'm breaking a rule about hugs.
Hey! Two grumpy characters have gotten hugs recently. The heck is this?
Who was the other grumpy character that got a hug?
Tina?
Tina.
Oh,
Yeah.
She got a hug last time.
Snuggles.
She got not
She got
only
snuggles, yeah, that's
hug,
right.
she got
Yeah.
snuggles.
Yep.
Man, I missed quite a session apparently.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you can watch it on YouTube.
That was fun. Yeah.
Okay, so let's settle this up. So who's on the first floor for the watch? I know Flo.
Flo. Probably
She
just
wanted to be
Flo.
alone,
Flo wants to be left
so-
I
alone.
think it's just Flo, yeah.
Okay, who's on the second floor?
That would be everybody else but Eric.
Everybody who's resting right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ambition, did you say you were going up to the third floor or no?
I'll replace Eric when his watch is over.
Okay. So you guys settle in, Flo by yourself. What?
I was gonna say, does Eric like come up the ladder to?
Oh yeah, you see Deli. Just
Sully is essentially face planted on the floor with her ass up in the air in kind of a dead Lala pose. And she's just laying there with
you see
the rope wrapped around her waist and the other end wrapped around the brazier, and she just looks done.
Eric's gonna be kind of confused and like hover on going back down, and then kind of come back up like. Delcius-san, are you alright?
Fine. Does not look fine. Looks a little bruised and battered. A little scraped up.
Do I need to get Ral-san or Ambition-san?
Don't bother them, please.
You're not trying to kill yourself, are you?
Does it look like the rope's wrapped around my neck?
You might have messed up.
sorry.
Oh, but she
Shit.
did.
That she did.
Well, I'm not denying that I did mess up. I am not trying to kill myself.
Good. The world needs a little ball of joy like you.
She
Eric will
just
finish lifting himself up onto the floor.
she just kind of doesn't move, but her eyebrow lifts and she just kind of peers at him with one eye open and she's like, what? Just kind of like,
I
what did
think
you
he's
do?
mixing her up with Poppy.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever's
Eric will spend most of his watch, just thrown out there. He'll look out the windows as he kind of like paces, but he spends a lot of time just kind of tracing his finger around the dais in the center.
Okay.
And at one point, when he's certain like Delcy is asleep and everybody's asleep, he'll kind of just sit there staring at it and unsheath the sword on his right side and can just hold it out
Okay.
and stare for a little bit. And probably by the time second shift comes around, he'll be in a similar state when Ambition comes up to relieve him.
Okay. No one's on the second floor watching, right? That's for pure resting, right?
Yeah. That's
So
the
it's
rest
so it's
floor.
just Flo and Eric.
Just sandwiched by guards.
Okay. Give me perception checks for both of you.
God dang it. I don't see crap. I'm a little
Okay.
distracted.
Staring
Wait,
at
the
it.
other one is me?
Yes, please.
Hey.
Okay. During your watch, you kind of hear rustling outside, but you know the difference between a person rustling about and not, nature natural wildlife about. Besides that, night's quiet. Second watch.
Still down.
I will swap off with
Eric. Okay.
Should I describe what he's seeing exactly when he swaps off by chance?
Eric's standing with his sword out, staring at the days.
It's the sword on his right side, so not the one that he normally has on the left. So
Okay.
you'd see the sword like the one on his left side, but it's shattered, like almost down to the hilt, and he's just blank stare at it, and a hand kind of resting on the dais in the center.
Time to switch.
You now see
Alright.
Deli passed out with a rope tied around her middle and the other end tied around the brazier. But she's passed out in
Should
asleep.
I leave? Were you too busy? Today's
kinda-
been a very weird day. Don't
He'll
answer
kind of
that.
cock his head, like, no.
Good.
And then he'll realize he has the sword drawn, and he'll flip it around and sheath it.
Dollar will remember this, but I'll say it. Right. I'll, take watch. What is up with Delcia? Why is she tied up?
She didn't tell me. I found her like that when I came up here. She was still awake. I'm not sure what she was trying to do.
She does look a little banged up. Actually,
She,
kind of banged.
She didn't try to... And he'll, feign hanging himself.
I had that same thought. I'm glad I'm not the only one who had that thought. No, she said no. I hope no.
Uh-huh. Right.
Maybe keep an eye on her, too.
Yeah, because this thing is from something I thought was a story. I don't think it'll be an issue. Anyway, get some rest. I guess tomorrow we'll deal with the lock and the magical darkness they're in.
More fun to be had. Safe
I hope
watch,
not.
Ambition-san.
Rest well.
Okay. You two switch out. Flo, give me another perception. Ambition, give me perception.
Hey!
Nice.
Don't see
Ah, ambition.
Well, that's the way it goes.
shit. You're kind of distracted the fact that Deli
Deli.
is...
I'll give you
is-
something better. I didn't come up here to stand guard anyway.
Oh, you came to
I want
stare
to
at
read the inscriptions.
the...
I don't think anything is going to happen. I'm just curious as to, was the story that Alex told actually true?
Looking at the... Actually, let me just go to the third floor since that's where everything's happening. Back. There you go. And then we'll just move stuff about. And the donkeys too.
The donkeys came with me. Cool.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Everyone
it's fine.
came.
It's fine. They make me feel safe.
The donkeys went up the ladder? All
Yes.
42 of them?
Yes.
They're trained.
So looking at it, the center one almost seems like a podium piece, while the outer ring has the inscriptions. Jesus Christ! Listen, I'll make those, and you'll have to fight them. Okay. The inscription that's written around, it is in infernal. There we go. That's a fucking tongue twister. But you can note that you can note that there's also like little arcane. There you go, brain. Symbols also written around it too. But the infernal part says, "Let the unfathomable appear before me." You do note that unfathomable is capitalized as if it was a title.
Uh-huh. Well, I make a point of specifically not reading that out loud. And, just sit at the stairs on the dais. Because I mean, it's raised, right? Each
Yeah.
is a side to it.
Yeah.
Sit on there and just wait. What's the weather like outside? It's calm, right? It doesn't suddenly become a dark and stormy evening, eh?
No. It actually kind of stopped raining when you guys got there. Sorry. When you guys got to the tower, you can kind of see the moon is kind of peeking through some of the clouds. The clouds are still there, but
No, it's fine.
But yeah, it's definitely calmed down.
Then Ambition just gets comfortable and starts debating what the hell happened today and why the world turned upside down.
Okay. Sorry, I was transferring notes. Because I didn't do it. Good job. So nothing happens. Flow. It's quiet. Yeah. Who's taking third shift? Or is it just going to be Flo alone?
Yeah, I'll probably pass out on the
it's
stairs.
Ral and Poppy, I think.
Oh, okay. That's true. Ambition, as you go to sleep, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Of course.
Of course. You are so lucky with these fucking things. Okay, we'll talk later about it.
Alright.
One more perception check.
Yes, please. Okay. Still quiet. Nothing happening. Flo and excuse me, Poppy and Raul, since you two are up, if you want to give me perception checks as well.
So we're both third floor now?
You two are wherever. It was just I had flipped up there for reference.
Can't see much really.
I'll make a point, by the way, when we are switching to say, look, Ral, I trust you, and I know you're better at the arcane stuff than I am, but don't read those words out loud. And then he will stumble into a corner and fall asleep.
Okay, you two.
Man, it's a good thing we have Flo.
Yep. For you, Flo, as the sun starts to slowly rise, nothing happens. You hear a couple of creatures, but still the same thing. Poppy and Raul, it's all you.
Okay. I guess as we get up here, we notice Moon tied up to the brazier.
Still asleep.
She what on earth is she doing?
I thought she was with Alex.
Butt still up in the air, just passed out.
Is that uncomfortable?
Should we take her downstairs real quick?
Well, let's at least get her down, because that's going to hurt her midriff. You're going to have a nasty
Noah
bruise.
was so much kinder than the rest of us.
that's
I'm
gonna-
just leaving there.
Unfortunately, she already does have a pretty nasty bruise.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so you untie her and you kind of carefully somehow work her downstairs. Probably just toss her on the bed. I'm sorry?
Who's carrying her? And would Jelly have a chance to wake up?
I'm gonna say Poppy because she's the stronger.
Probably
Oh, yeah.
probably backpacked you.
Okay, because probably noticed the tail when untying her. The invisible tail
Yeah.
getting in the way.
Alright.
It's so... what was that? Oh, God, how many secrets do these people have? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm completely tired to think about it. Okay, anyway. And then she carries her to the bed, just plonks her down, make sure there's a
And
blanket over
there's
her.
more than enough room since it's only Alex on the bed.
She
Okay,
groans
just-
a little uncomfortably in her sleep because she still hurts.
Excuse me.
Alright, she makes her way back up to the post.
Real quick, Flo, message me what you're painting out of those 5, please.
Doing that now.
But yeah, it's all Rawl and Poppy now.
So, Poppy goes up the stairs again and just plonks herself down. Sit down.
Where were we before everyone showed up? Right. Alex is your friend, yeah?
Yes, of course.
Then what's changed? He's still Alex.
I know this. So it's just sudden appearance. Whoa, sorry.
You're a little goblin.
Yeah, it's my goblin right here. Just 1 second. I'm so sorry. 1 second.
No, it's all
That's
good.
okay.
It's all good. I just like how that was like perfectly timed. Flo, real quick. First 2 come out pretty okay. Next 2, not so much. Third one, you nail.
Okay. Well, everyone's gonna have a painting in the morning.
Some of them better than others. Gonna be real good.
Stick figures. Welcome back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's of course he's still my friend. It's just the sudden appearance, it changed.
The 4th one, I'm gonna say, it's not a painting. It's just the word friend.
Cool.
I love this. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
I mean, like I said, all my life, I've known, one certain way to live, and certain knowledge and perception and stuff like that, And I've had to deal with a lot of changes and a lot of new things, and that's another big shock I have to get used to. That's all. I'm not used to seeing a goblin like this, and I don't want to say anything accidentally to offend him. Like if I suddenly reminisce about a past fight, and I said, yeah, and I go and knock that stupid goblin's head off. I wouldn't want Alex to, think, oh, that's what I want to do to him,
Mm-hmm. And Raul's like rubbing the back of his neck. I understand. Just a little concerned about him, so.
If you're worried about me doing something to Elks, that won't happen. I'm only worried that I'll do something stupid to offend him. Honestly.
I don't think I was worried about you hurting him. It's just a lot of people around us lately have been shown they're all hiding something, and I understand how that is.
Oh, not you too. Oh.
I already told you about it when I was going around the different schools.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I think, to work... Now, me being, I guess, old-fashioned, in terms of me with thinking about guild stuff, but we're all open with each other. We don't usually keep secrets, usually, unless it's private. But, I mean, if we're going to work together properly, I think we all should be a bit more open.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people are just worried about people like Kelmus.
Oh, yeah, that wanker. I understand that.
And especially around cities and everything, it's harder to be out in the open.
I suppose I don't have to
him are
worry.
in charge.
Yeah, I suppose that's another thing I take for granted, eh? I mean, I'm just a regular woman. I don't really stick out. It's not something I have to really think about, usually. Well, like I said, Alex is my friend, and I don't want any harm to come to him. So don't worry about that. And if someone does try, I will defend him with my life, because he's my buddy.
And Ral's got like this smile on his face, hearing that. That's good.
Yeah, I don't call people friend lightly, you know? If I say it, I mean it.
So you two spend the rest of your shifts talking. Sun rises up. And that window that's to the bottom right, it pretty much faces perfectly east, so you two kind of get like the perfect sunrise. Flo? Oof.
Ah, it's bright.
You're starting to feel it. On the second floor, those who are down there starts waking up. Ambition, you kind of feel a little rough. But
back to the good old days. Fuck yeah.
Probably not as bad as some of the other nights, but it's kind of hanging on you. As you all kind of reconvene together, Alex is still bundled up, asleep. Eric, since you're usually the first one up, and Flo, you're already up, so that's there.
I'll say Eric, normally the first one up. When Ambition got up, he would see Eric and like, is the window on the second floor something you can look through?
Yeah.
Is it something you can kind of like sit on the windowsill?
My God, what is your fucking problem?
Everyone wants to jump out fucking windows.
No, I was just gonna say he's like sitting on the windowsill looking out over the woods.
Like if you're just butt on the edge and just turning to look, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would heavily. Okay, I thought you meant like feet out the window, like yay, that's nice. I have to make sure with you guys, okay?
Eric's not.
Okay, there a place you can keep track of my points of exhaustion?
I don't think so.
No, you kind of just have to remember that you're
on D&D Beyond. There is.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that'll track it on.
I can
Roll 20. You just have to remember all ability checks are at disadvantage.
Yeah. I'll also keep track of it manually.
Remember, everybody, D&D Beyond.
So you all kind of wake up at varying different stages. As you guys kind of start collecting yourselves. Like I said, Alex is bundled up, still asleep. You hear a little snoring from underneath his burrito blanket thing going on. Yeah, what is Deli doing since she's like one of the last ones usually up?
She's just kind of laying there, her eyes half open. She doesn't want to move. She aches all over.
Yeah, when you rub your hand across like your stomach and your waist.
Oh, she hasn't even gotten that far. She just feels it aching from where she's laying.
Like when you breathe and your stomach kind of rises, it kind of hurts.
It hurts a lot.
You're pretty sure you've got you're pretty sure you got a good bruise wrapped around that.
She's trying to breathe as shallowly and slowly as possible right now and not move. But her eyes are open and she's just not moving.
Okay.
It's around 7-ish, regardless if people are up. Flo goes around, gives everyone drawing.
Okay.
Next to the burrito that she assumes is Alk's. There is really, really good painting of him. Goblin Alk's.
Yeah.
And then
Who got the 8?
there's Eric and Rao.
Wait, what was Eric? What?
Okay painting of Eric and Rao.
Yeah.
They're separate paintings, given each of them. Bishin, not very good.
Yeah,
so
Clearly it was towards later in the evening when she's starting to get tired. Poppy is just given a piece of paper with the word friend on it.
Like finger paint style.
No, it's good. She'll love it.
And then next to Deli,
she
is...
As Flo approaches, she'll kind of curl her lip a little in just a snarl, but there is absolutely no other movement from her as she lays there.
And because she doesn't know what she looks like under the halfling guise. Instead of halfling ears, there's little cat ears on the top of the head. And a brown tail wrapped around her waist. She doesn't know what color of fur she is. All she sees is the halfling with brown hair. Right? The halfling has brown hair?
Kind of reddish brown.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it assumed it would be reddish brown, yeah. What she colored.
But cat ears instead of the pointed ears and a tail. And in the bottom corner are the words, "I'm sorry." And that is what she leaves everyone before going back downstairs to just sit and smoke and wait.
Eric, who I'm assuming would be awake when you give him his, would just be like, "Thank you, Flo-san. Again, you were very talented."
She's not that.
Thank you. That's really nice.
Poppy's crying.
both-
This is so gnarly!
It's just the word friend. It's just the word friend.
Oh, you gave me a hug as well!
Babbling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and
I'm just sitting there with the ugly, open mouth, confused face. Like it's too early in the morning for this. Oh,
Of course, Ambition would get the shitty one.
It looks like a really terrible devil emoji.
That's getting
Oh,
in
God.
the back of the book, and I might burn it later.
But, she's sitting next to that statue on the first floor, just sitting there, looking really tired, and smoking from her pipe, and just really, really tired, but is going to stay up.
Okay. So everyone wakes up.
When Rao comes down the ladder, Eric's just gonna be like, Rao, son, do you have any more tea, perchance?
I do.
Any chance we can make some? I could actually go for a warm drink.
Oh, okay. I still have water pack in the kettle.
I will repay you for this when we return to town, I assure you.
Okay. And Raul will start getting that ready at the desk.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oops, I did switch to that one. This is the wrong one. Hang on. Back. There we go. You do your morning stuff. Those who need to prepare their spells. By the time everyone's up and awake, the sun's up over the horizon. It's still early, but you guys did make good time. You got to and into the tower without too much problems and whatnot. So you went to bed at technically a decent time. Still on the bed. Every so often, just a little.
Where is everyone right now?
Flo's downstairs. Everyone's on the second floor.
So Eric's leaning against the windowsill, staring out over the forest, I guess, drinking tea.
Alright. Deli's going to very tenderly stand up. A hand over her stomach, kind of cradling it. And without a word,
Dulcia, what did you do yesterday?
She just kind of looks up at him.
Do we need to
fell.
burn spells?
And
Do we
she
need to get the
pulls-
healing early? Wait, fell.
I fell. And she just stops and she
Fell?
just pulls the necklace off over her head and just Tabashi form. Fluffy, white little kitty in her clothes. And she just silently walks downstairs to where Flo is.
Poppy is the shocked Pikachu face.
And she just sits in front of Flo.
Fucking H.
Eric will kind of look as she passes, like, that's a tabaxi.
So
Okay.
we're just never going downstairs, right?
Good morning.
There's a window.
Good morning. Thank you. Now you see.
You're welcome.
Okay, everyone's up. What are you guys doing?
She slowly reaches
That's-
forward and pats her head if she will allow it.
She winces.
I suppose we
But-
will eventually join them downstairs?
Okay.
There is no sound of a cat fight going on downstairs after, if everybody just sits and waits for a minute, there's no sound of a cat fight ensuing.
I do kind of picture Eric kind of like at the stairs listening.
Okay. No, you just hear chatter. That's it.
I guess when we're all downstairs and we wait, I guess I would be waiting.
No, Ambition has no reason to be downstairs. He's waiting.
I
for
said
us to
when.
wake up. Oh, win.
When.
That's a we. Okay.
No, I said when we are all downstairs. I know Eric is kind of waiting for Alex to wake up.
Kid's
So we're-
knocked out. And from what others have seen, he's not a morning person.
Yeah, it's fine.
So-
He also currently has the key I made. So.
I was gonna say when everybody's together. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go wake him up, go for it.
No.
No, fuck that.
Eric ain't gonna wake the kid up. He's gonna let the
He
kid sleep.
had a bit of a day yesterday.
Okay, so everyone kind of congregated downstairs?
Yep.
Eventually.
Okay.
Yep. Raul brings the kettle down.
Okay. And so you leave Alex sleeping, y'all go downstairs. I gotta cycle through the void again. And back. Y'all make it downstairs, Deli, and there we go. I got you. Alex, oh, there you are. I was like, where the fuck did Ambition go? Ebb Flow. And your 42 donkeys. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I fucked up their face!
No!
Oh no.
There we go. And your 42 donkeys. There you go. So you're all downstairs.
I love the
Why does it look more like a 4 now than ever?
I don't know.
Gets better and better every time.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like one of those pictures. Like each time, it's like a GIF. Each time it loops, it just gets
I
funnier.
swear that the 4 wasn't as connected
Nope.
as it is now.
It has always been like that.
It has.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
It's 42 donkeys. The meaning of life.
So you're all downstairs. Sans Alex. What are you guys doing?
Eric will kind of look around at everybody and the tabaxi form if it's still up.
Oh yeah, she hasn't bothered to put the necklace back on. She's just kind of sitting there, looking miserable.
Right. Any other things we want to get off our chests?
He cries again. I killed goblins in the past and I feel so bad!
Oh, are we doing this right now? Okay.
So
Eric would be kind of like, how do I approach this?
What?
Eric will walk over to Poppy.
Right.
Poppy,
Right.
Poppy,
Um,
come here, please. And she'll
Eric
pat the
walked
ground
over.
next to her.
Poppy, son.
Nibble, snibble.
You realize there are good humans like you, right?
I've had this conversation before. I point to Ral.
Alright, well then as long as you realize there are good humans like you, assholes like me, then you realize there are good goblins.
No,
Like
it's
elves.
not that at all. It's just I don't want to say something horrible accidentally.
I've already got you beat. Don't worry. And
Poppy,
Eric will kind of glance over at Ambition and just kind of look at the ground.
Bad poker face.
Poppy, how many ways are there to skin a cat?
Oof.
She starts counting on her fingers. Oh no, you don't mean that, do you?
Things will be said. It is not meant to be offensive. I'm sure Alex will understand.
Okay.
Force a habit.
As long as that you are not trying to offend him and you are being his friend, I am certain he will understand when you do make mistakes.
She sniffles up a big, like snot from her nose. Has anyone got a hanky? Or...
Eric actually will have one. And
I just
pull it out
realized-
and offer it.
I just realized Poppy has the handkerchief that she gave several.
Can't use it though.
Yeah, it's covered in blood. Dried, crusty Emon blood.
Yeah, she's not using it. Not using it. No thanks.
The cleric's disgusted by this. What?
Eric does have one, and he kind of offer it.
Thank you.
You know what?
You want it back?
No. I can get another.
Okay.
You might need it again.
I needed that good cry, thank you.
Ambition.
Is Poppy sitting on the ground? Like, because they'll see a pad of the ground next to her.
Yeah, she just plunked herself down.
So Eric would kind of, like he was crouched, would kind of stand back up and kind of offer her hand to see if she wants to help hand back up.
That's okay. I'll just sit here.
What is Ambition doing? I'm sorry.
Ambition from atop the crate where he has planted himself. So, in not weird, awkward, interpersonal situations, Alex has the key for the door that we were checking out yesterday. When he wakes up, Do we want to consider how we want to tackle what might be behind the veil of darkness? Or are we going to sing Kumbaya now?
Can I bring a point to the table?
We could all share some tea.
Kumbaya it is.
Eric will definitely take some tea.
Does everybody have a cup or a mug in their pack?
Yeah, in my mess kit.
Pretty sure Eric has one, yeah.
Don't think Ambition does.
You can use mine.
Flo will draw you a cup.
This is very
Wait.
true.
Checking. Hold on. Oh, no. Fucking Ambition has a bunch of fucking jars on him. He's fine. It's gonna taste of fucking wildlife, but it'll be fine.
Flo will not draw you a cup.
You draw like a spoon thing.
Oh.
And it
Well.
turns into an apple core.
Yeah.
So, Eric would be like, so can I bring a point to the table that I feel needs to be at least asked? What is our intent?
We're here for the Quill.
I get
Just
that.
putting it out there.
All right.
This is still a job.
I get that.
All right. Hold on. All right. This guy, this Kelmus is an alias, and he is well known, at least among my allies,
Okay, we're
as
doing
being
this.
being very much a man who hates anything that isn't human.
Right. A
And
pig.
will do what he can to make their lives miserable.
There is a group within Lockmore trying to see that he does not succeed.
It's not a group in
But yes.
Lockmore. It's all of Lockmore. At least everyone that you've met.
Well, he has allies, otherwise they would have found a way to chase him out by now.
They're not from here.
Well, they're still
The
there.
only reason why he hasn't been chased down right now is because he's packing a whole lot of money. Whole lot of money.
Yep.
Buku bucks. Fuck you, dollars. However you want to put it.
So,
he's got
Okay, with
money,
that being
he's got
said,
fear tactics.
it is.
with that being said, and that being out there, can I assume that we're not going to get the Quill for him?
Wait, were you gonna give the Quill to him if we got it?
No, to be
No.
honest with you, I was going to get it from y'all and say we didn't find it, and then go give it to the people that I knew I could trust that wouldn't give it to him.
We're not giving it to him.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay,
From the
that makes me feel better.
from the top of the stairs, you hear, "I really hope you don't."
I thought we were going to give it to you,
Alex.
actually.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Alex, we have to talk about something.
Hope who doesn't what?
Me and Deli we told you when we got this, you were who we were going to give it to anyway.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Hope who doesn't what?
Huh?
I don't want that guy to have this. But
Well, that makes most of us here.
you guys need a replacement.
And we were hoping you might be able to help us figure that out, because you are very good with magic.
I didn't think
Or
that.
no.
I can do something. I can mimic. The thing is, I need to see what it is and study it for a bit to make a copy, but it won't have it won't do the same thing. Of course, it's just it kind of seems like it's the same thing.
Come down here and join us if you were going to speak. I'd
Please.
rather not yell up the stairs to you.
And he still kind of like burrito. He just kind of wobbles down the steps.
Excellent.
Still
May
Oh,
wrapped up.
I would like. Go ahead. She just kind of curls up into a ball again.
I can paint things and they can become real. If I painted a copy of the Quill,
Yeah.
just in appearance, could you do something with your magic that it would just do something? Like, not... I'm not versed in magic. I don't even understand how this paintbrush works.
He gives a couple of nods. Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure that guy doesn't know what it does. But, like, I can make it mimic as if it was magical.
What does that mean?
Means it sounds like we have a plan, at least.
Make it seem like it has a magical, or mimic the magical enchantment type.
Look, it's fine. I just want...
Without it actually being able to do anything.
Alright.
Sounds good.
That's all well and good, but you said you wanted to look at it first, right?
Well, I mean, if he knows... okay, so different schools of magic, right? Well, if he knows what school of magic that the Quill embodies, and then he gets a Quill that doesn't embody that school, he might know it's a fake. So I need to know what the Quill is.
Yeah.
In order for me to do it.
That makes sense, but... it's early. In order for us to get you the Quill, you found a key. I think it's time we unlocked just one more secret. And he points to the stairs down.
And that's where we'll end this session.
Okay.
Hey.
Aww.
Can Flo say one more thing?
No! Okay, yeah, what?
Before we go in, and since we are sharing, my name is not Flo.
Ooh, you don't say.
Sorry.
You what, mate?
That's where we should end.
Yeah, that's exactly where it should end. And we'll pick up
My name is not Flo.